Hello, everyone. I did say we were finishing this before I took like a break, so let's do that. Because I'm pretty sure we don't have a lot left to do. Let me just check the journal. See, the fact that he tells me, oh, you have to rest. Like, I don't trust that. That's the kind of shit that the video games tell you when they want you to pass the time because they're gonna force you into, like, you know, doing a thing. Like, they're gonna force you into the end game. So, being that the situation, pretty sure we're gonna have to get the red disc now. Or we're not gonna be able to get it later. Like, I don't mind getting screwed about the Ignatz thing, even though it kind of pisses me off, but like I don't want to lose on the disc. So I guess we're gonna have to like help ourselves to a few drugs. Do I have anything else that lowers my delirium? Do I have to go buy cigarettes?
Miss Wilk, welcome back to the reality situation.
Your arm is your property. He's armed. Terrorist effects, money fake, inventories, fake long time caller.
We'll meet again.
Let's see. Let me check my clothes. I need more entanglement. Either that or I need more statehood. Same level of entanglement.
Miss Wilk, welcome back to the reality situation.
Okay, so I only get to a leaning pass. And I'm gonna be forcing it. Like, I'll try, otherwise I'll see if I can just force it with anxiety and... You know... just seizing it the old-fashioned way. With violence. Oh my god.
Another try, another file. But something is wrong with the settings.
No, that's fine. At least it's gonna clean that. With all respect, goodbye, Perdix. Hombre bolsa, quiero ser tu profeta teniente.
This is getting a bit silly, don't you think?
Hombre bolsa, puedo comer vidrio, no me hace daño.
You think I'm impressed? It's not even real glass.
Yeah, it's just Spanish for...
Perhaps you should check your settings, Miss Wilk.
Por favor, hombre bolsa.
Request denied.
Nah, I'm out of here.
We'll meet again.
Okay. Let's see if I can force it with statehood. Actually, that's statehood too. I think that's as much statehood as I'm gonna get.
Miss Wilk, welcome back to the reality situation.
It's safe-ish at 72. Ugh, I have 2 hours to wait for this shit is the problem. Like, if I wait, I think I can get it to 80 something.
We'll meet again.
But I need to wait like 2 hours. You know? I think I'm gonna go clean. That should consume 4 hours. I'll get some money. Which, you know, I have a lot of money. I'll see what I can waste it on. Probably some other set of clothes.
No flyers, no pamphlets, no gun.
It calls to me.
Back again, huh? All right.
The dream fades. Real life returns. Your employer hands you your payment without a word.
Pick up your feet when you walk.
Yeah, I had that minus entanglement, but like this is fine. This is fine. Okay, now we get to Bagman again, and now with my amount of statehood plus my checks, I should be fine to do this thing. Bagman, you're gonna give me that fucking disc if it's the last thing I do.
Miss Wilk, welcome back to the reality situation.
Yeah, 89 is good for the C scene, so please don't screw me. I'm begging here. Okay, that was enough, thank the Lord.
You decide what reality and its situation is.
There are a dozen unstable and genetically advanced spores surrounding your studio. You're done, there's no escape. On the one hand, yeah, the red disc is returned to my inventory, Bagman. I won't ask again.
You're a pretty good actress. Who's paying you, I wonder?
Sturdy Pony, don't like you slandering their highly effective product. It's about your ascension pack. We can't have you pushing unregulated substances. The Central Treasury, we can't have you undermining the soul. This is for the good of all conscious life. You have a TV show. I have a monopoly on violence. That's a good one. Well, this is for the good of all conscious life, to be fair.
A brief moment that distends into eternity.
Take your disc, Miss Wilk. I hope you're proud of the depraved and stupid reality you've created.
What will you do now?
The time has come to relocate our base of operations. The partisan media offensive must continue, via alternative channels.
Really, that's it?
A wave of stale body odor washes over you as he exits the studio.
Ew. Reconstruct the red disc. Ultravioletta, you've put from a dream, pristine and ready to be played. Staring at the disc's surface too long feels like there's tinfoil caught between your teeth. And I don't suppose he left anything of value? No, okay. Well, worth it! We have our disc. Let's put on some pants. Like, Hersh, you look terrible when you're wearing a skirt. I say that with respect and love in my heart. Well, mild respect and only a little bit of love. Actually, let me go to map. Like, do I have enough money for the fancy suit? I kind of want to wear the fancy suit to my eventual, you know,
Back again, are we?
dress clothes.
This is what's there for you. Don't ruin it. The side seams are offset to trace a clean line from hip to floor. If you scuff those on a curb, don't come back. It'll break my heart. Well then. Of course you will.
Oh my god, I got the expensive outfit, okay. Records Doppelgang with -1 coordination. +1 sector and poetics. +2 coordination, -1 instincts. Records. The shirt. There -1 records. Blueprints. Shadowplay and blueprints. Gray matter and senses. Maybe the bell for coordination for now. I think I'm looking pretty spiffy. Like, it sucks, but I'm not mad about not doing the Ignatz thing. So I might as well go do my sleepies. And if the game will let me do the Ignatz things anyway.
Look around your feet.
Oh. Kinky leaves.
Yesterday there was a curtain of leaves. Now simply a tangle of bare limbs.
Fucking knew it.
On the ground, a pool of golden tears. All across the world, subjects of the Illuminated Empire are looking at trees like this and thinking of home.
Signal.
For the ritual to begin. Soon the Grand Lich and his entourage will make their secret pilgrimage to the War Criminal Shrine, and the Operant Bureau will rise to meet them. Yellow leaves swell about your feet.
Look around.
The naked branches seem like a mass of fingers pointing in every possible direction. You have the pieces to form a viable squad, but are they the right pieces? Ask the Paleolithic part of your mind. Would the ancient huntress stalk the megalosloth with this band? In the critical moment, when you're clinging to the beast's armored back, seeing its life with your flint and bone dagger, will your comrades hold fast? Or will they falter or flee? You have everyone. The task now is to choose.
Your pockets.
You have a gun. A professional tool for a professional task. In your pocket, it hums death's tune.
A strike against the Minister of Max Culture demands a weapon of culture.
You have an ancient bomb, as well as the means to make it reveal its heart. You have the means of metaphysical atrocity in your possession, But do you have the will to use it?
Actually, yeah, I kinda just wanna use the disc.
You turn back to the ginkgo tree. Its branches spread into many futures. If you had time, you might count them.
But I don't have time.
No, you don't.
I need more time.
The fallen leaves disagree. The mysterious negotiations deep within the ginkgo's archaic heart have reached their conclusion. This is it. There will be no more time. You have today. Make of it what you will. Tomorrow, it ends.
What now?
Your controller needs to know what's coming. She'll want to talk you through the assignment and your chosen squad. From there, the momentum of events will carry you along their current. The days are gone. Only hours remain.
Breathe in.
Now is really not the time for breath work.
Yeah, let's go.
The fallen leaves crunch gently beneath your feet. The day crumples into dusk.
Okay, let's sleep. Like, let's go and have a napsy. It will not coming back from this one once it's done. So I do have to call her first. So I might be able to do the Ignatz thing before then. Like, I need to go sleep fast. Because, like, I need to. And then I'll call Melita. Depending on what the game allows me and doesn't allow me to do. But first, my good old-fashioned melatonin.
The bed welcomes you for a soft slumber. The stillness of the room quietens your mind as you settle down.
Oh, I might have a chance then. Right, I still have the minus tension. Yeah. And where is it? Yeah, the year 0. Like, I'm not gonna condition it first. Like, like, I'm not gonna condition it until we're on the final stretch. But I do need to unlock this.
An old bench kneels in your presence.
See if I can rest for a while.
You sit, and the bench welcomes you with a creak. As the minutes pass, you catch yourself scanning the surroundings. Lampposts, trash cans, flower planters,
What am I looking for?
microphones. You have to force yourself to remember over and over. This is Portofino, not Novessa. 82 out of 83 neighborhood councils voted in favor of citywide security measures. The Central Committee merely approved.
That was like 2 minutes.
An hour passes, its minutes unmarked. Portofino pulses in the background.
Yeah, excuse me. Well, that was an hour, so that wasn't much. Like, I have to wait until it's like late morning. But like, what else can I do? Well, I guess I can go help Boatman. Those are 4 more hours. I would make it like 8. It would make up for the fact that I lost all of my money.
The smuggler inclines his head in silent recognition.
Can I move some of your crates? He indicates the crates sitting along the docks.
Your third shift, and you fall into the rhythm again. It is devoid of novelty. The crates weigh the same. The strain is the same. Time, if anything, goes slower. On a positive note, you are now more self-realized than ever.
Whoa, what do I get from that?
Anger and exhaustion, mostly.
Oh.
The whistle blows and your shift ends without ceremony. There is no relief, only the dull release of stopping. You shamble back to the boatman. Your wrists throb. Your back twitches with each step.
Yeah, some days are harder than others.
He lowers his head. Yeah. Look, I'm just trying to pass the time, okay? Still low on the shadow play. I do want to put on these just in case. Ma'am. Nothing? Okay. Let's see if I can make another hour pass. Like, late morning. Define late morning. And it's occupied. God dang it. You know, I could use a pair of cigarettes. Some smokes would be pretty good. Oh wait, those were like just and like energy drinks / coffee machines, right? If I want the cigarettes, it was around here, I think.
The brightly colored refreshments seem even more vivid upon your return.
Wait, wasn't?
The refreshments remain dormant in their...
Wasn't that where you bought the cigarettes, or am I insane? God damn, my memory is terrible. Or was it the one in front of Metamoto? Ugh. I don't want to be in his presence. Bada.
The machine is still soured by the smell of urine. The packet makes a satisfying funk as it hits the well. The piss smell waves goodbye to your nostrils.
Okay, that feels a little bit more balanced. Like I can work with the extra fatigue. I'm not sure what to do to pass the time though. That isn't working, but working is gonna consume 4 hours, that's gonna be too long. You know, maybe this is the kind of moment where I need to buy a book. I'll go and buy a book. And that's how we'll pass the time, I suppose. Like, do I want to do it? No, not particularly. Do I have to do it? Probably.
The stall remains as haphazard as ever. By far the largest collection. You see a wild range of material. From an anti-aging guide to a series of books all by the same author, Vitor Kampf.
Who is Victor Kampf?
A prominent Lusian philosopher whose works have occasionally crossed over into international interest. Doesn't seem familiar. He gazes back at you from the cover. Darkly handsome in glossy black and white, with the far-off look of an old film star. Underneath it is stated, the philosophical bad boy for our times.
If he can't make philosophy sexy, he deserves all the credit he can get. Oh please, how bad could the man be? He's an academic.
You'd be surprised. There are some shocking cases of plagiarism out there.
I mean, I'm worried about other stuff, but sure.
A large space is allocated to the genre, but most of the books have been taken. Only a few worn stragglers remain. One of them doesn't even have any pages. Just a dust jacket. People hunger for that happily ever after.
Where's the magazines?
You flip through the stack of slim, staple-bound periodicals. Faded fashion catalogues 6 years out of date. Softcore adult mags, a gun magazine, and a lot more.
Look at the Ombre comic again.
The leather-clad man is still walking, sword on his back.
Nah, I need this gratis. Nah, pay for it.
You do the honest thing. Nothing changes in the world. You sloppily rearrange the magazines into some semblance of order. You turn away from the piles of books.
Okay, and now I'll go to read. And hopefully I'll pass enough time to do the thing that Ignatz wanted. And, you know, I can get Ignatz what he wanted. And then I can move on with my life. A gritty comic book with the titular Ombre on the cover. Like, I'm just... Like, yeah, I get it. The two words are basically pronounced the same. The back invites you to enter a blood-drenched world where the only currency is pain, cheaply printed.
A shade in a leather jacket thrusts a decapitated head towards the reader. Its lolling tongue and dripping viscera a promise of what's inside. The deity acknowledges its supplicant. Your heart rate ratchets up a joyful notch.
Looks metal.
Jagged Metal, independently published metal, Hombre Hombre, Volume 5, Issue 8. You know, these kinds of magazines often have illustrated centerfolds or detachable posters. At the cost of its resale value, condition, defiled. The pads of your fingers itch.
Smell the page.
The astringent chemical stink of cheap ink curls your delicate nostril hairs. But below that, vanilla, must, the pulpy fragrance of paper.
Smell harder.
You bury your nose in the gutter, paper smooth against either cheek. Really get up in there. Wood, linen, a hint of almond.
Sleeper, just a bit of tongue.
The wet pink tip protrudes from between your lips, like a tentative worm emerging from the earth after a rainstorm, and presses against the printed page. It tastes like nothing at all.
I'm not sure what I expected.
In your tainted homesick memories, you can taste your favorite books on your tongue as you read them by flashlight under the bed covers.
Skim the story.
Black and white panels whip by, almost animated like a flip book by the motion of your thumb. A word bubble filled with scratchy handwriting conjures a raspy voice in your mind's ear, a polyp on the perineum of society.
Alright, this is my thing, I guess.
A comic for big kids who can handle big kid words and drawings. The clawed fist hitting a pulped face, the violence itself off panel, but somehow made visible by the suggestion of the word Krish in a sickly bold font. A figure, man, woman, or demon, it's unclear, being consumed by shadows, swallowed alive, screaming.
Did the Umbra just eat that guy?
It wasn't a guy. It was a moon cultist, part of the wicked cabal responsible for killing his companion and lover, Aurelia Mist, the healer with the transplanted hands of a dual-wielding assassin.
Ah, nice. The Umbra gets ass and revenge.
At least he did, before Aurelia was murdered by the moon cult. This isn't even the best arc. Wait until he finally masters shadow puppetry in Volume 6.
Okay, put the comic away. I need to... First of all, I need to see that conditioning. The Umbral Host. Shadowplay skill potential +2, +1 bonus to all active and luck checks at night. Embrace the Shadow Realm. Okay. When sleeping at night between 9 PM and 4 AM. Okay.
The sun burns off the last of the morning fog. The day is clear. The people of Keysok District go about their lives.
Taking the day one more time.
Raindrops explode all around you. The hour feels later than it is.
Is it not the time for, like, the thing? Like, I have the camera, so... Is there, like, a particular place around here where I'm supposed to be standing? Late mornings on the bridge east of Kisak's roundabout. Like, it's here. Oh, there they are.
Heads bent together. The man with dark floppy hair and the woman in the pelota jersey are lost in some private conversation. They match the description given by Ignatz, right down to the mole on the woman's cheek. The Carabiniero murmurs something to her. She frowns. We cannot hear the exchange. Here you are, on an almost insultingly basic surveillance assignment.
Well, take out the camera.
In your hands, it feels consequential. It would be much easier to take a decent picture from less distance. One shot, make it count.
Okay, scoop the targets out from a distance.
The pair are totally focused on each other, oblivious to your presence.
Does anything stand out?
You can see that the woman is holding a silver medallion between the fingers of one hand. She's the bartender from the Fogged Mirror, Lucia. Something's not adding up here. The back of her hand grazes the side of his face. He leans into the brief touch.
Gonna get a clear shot from here.
The woman's head is solidly in frame, but unfortunately, the view is of the back of her blonde ponytail, rather than her face. Attracting attention is a risk, but a better angle may present itself.
Whistle?
Lucia's head turns to follow the high-pitched sound, but in the ambient white noise of the bazaar, she cannot pinpoint its origins. Profile, clear view.
First of all, what's Ignaz really up to here? Oh, thank God.
He's made a show of bringing you into his secret fold, set you trials to pass, promised to confide his secrets. The job has nothing to do with the photos. It's about you.
So this whole job is just to get my attention?
He must have kept watch on you during your last outing to Portofino. Who knows what stories he might have conjured up of the two of you over these years.
That's just sad.
It gets even sadder. These people is so fixated on uneven spies. They're just having some minor affair. He stumbled on evidence of their trysts, likely while following Lucia around. He's 100% stalking her. And in his espionage-obsessed imagination, he twisted it to suit his own interests.
What is Ignaz going to do with the photos I take here?
Are you sure you want to think about that?
Probably not. Time to act. Let's see. Just take the photo, but I need Technoflex. This feels bad. This feels really bad. Better angle, dedication to professionalism, single right only. This feels really gross. Yeah, I don't disagree. Yeah, I'm just gonna, like... If it's two people having an affair, yeah. You could try again tomorrow. See, I don't, because I think it's gross, so... He says he was gonna be in the top of the housing campaign, so I'm gonna go see him, and I'm gonna be like, Ignaz, are you joking, dude? Like, are you for real, for real? Like, that's gross, dude. And I think he should be around here. On the rooftop, but only at night. God dang it! I swear to God, if it's not one thing, it's another.
No flyers. Back again, huh?
Yeah.
Dream fade. Real life returns. Your employer hands you your
Pick
Yeah.
up your feet when you walk.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have 24 hours, so like I'm gonna go to sleep again late. Giving us the bad news. Oh, he'll get the bad news, alright. I guess let's waste some more time reading Ombre.
A shade in a leather jacket thrusts a decapitated head towards the reader. Its lolling tongue and dripping viscera a promise of what's inside.
Okay, taking the artwork.
You pause on a splash panel, huge, taking up the entire 2-page spread. The ombre stands in a pool of swirling water, a tiny ocean floating in a void of liminal space. The towers of the sunlit
No, good.
before him, a red cloak, in the shape of his own silhouette, his own body bag, rises out of the water, inviting him to enfold himself inside.
I'm a little, I don't know. He's one of the days. This is very scary. I'm having a psychological reaction. I can't pull my eyes away.
The longer you look, the more details are revealed to you. A tiny face hidden in the brushstrokes that define a pool of water, the intricate brickwork on a horizon line building.
Check out the centerfold.
Flipping the magazine open to where its bindings hold the pages together, your eyes are filled with a horizontally oriented image, the comic's glorious cover, blown up in size.
Success pending. Well, it's already a 97.
You press the palm of one hand gently but firmly against the magazine's almost non-existent spine.
Pinch the double page between your fingers and pull.
Careful. Slower. The pressure is just right. Instead of the paper tearing around its bindings, the staples themselves bend, open for you, and give way. Pop, pop, pop.
Hold your breath.
Your hand is steady, but the staple's resistance is absolute.
Stick your tongue out.
Your concentration sharpens to a laser point. The staples begin to buckle.
Squint.
You can see the paper fibers gradually surrendering to your onslaught. With the final staple freed, zinc-plated steel wire surrendered at your hands. The book's spine finally collapses. The pages, loose, unbound, come apart in your hands. The pristine centerfold clutched between thumb and forefinger.
I said let's go put that in my place. Actually, I wanted to I don't even have like an issue with sleeping. I can just go sleep again. Interesting.
The heifer coffee lady casts a mysterious smile over you.
Hang up the ombre centerfold.
The ombre, ever vigilant, watches you from the shadows. Watchful eyes stare at you from the wall as you back away. A part of you left behind, shining bright across the room. The bed welcomes you for a
Well, before I do that, I do need to drink my delightful melatonin. Well, take it technically, it's a pill. But
The bed welcomes you.
And that should be late enough.
The stillness of the room quietens your mind as you settle down.
That I can go to Ignatz. Try to play, and yeah, this sleep. Okay, with that done, it should be late enough to go and see Ignatz. I'll give him the bad news and he can go fuck himself. And then afterwards I'll call Melita and I'll tell her about the team setup. Wrong one? And then we should be able to actually finish the game. I think he said the roof, so... It's like Geralt, you can't move there. Why aren't you moving? Oh, there you are. I thought that you would be in the actual roof, but...
The man looks across the roof in your direction, hands in pockets.
Good evening. Pretty cool for us to meet here, in the dark like this, Herschel, isn't it? What have you got for me?
The cat looks undisturbed, I know that. You know what, Ignatz? I'm not gonna take the photos.
What are you talking about, Herschel? Did you perhaps fall and hit your head? We've got an important assignment on our hands. Why back out now?
I figured out your creepy plan, Ignatz. They're just people having a minor affair.
Oh, Herschel. I did not know that the daily special was letting your friend down with an extra serving of betrayal. How much did they pay you to double-cross me? Were you on their payroll since the beginning? Did you best your old asset, Ignatz, this time around? Ha! These are just rhetorical questions, Herschel. You're imagining things.
I am not imagining things, you are.
They've got you spooked, Herschel, I understand. Out there in the field, you are all by yourself. But fear not, for your friend Ignatz is always watching over you from the distance. So go and take the photos.
The cat I mean, you mean cat. The cat glances at you. I think it's the cat glances at you. No, I'm not doing it.
You're a shit spy, and an even worse, sublead. I feel pity for you, for your friends, and for your enemies. Goodbye.
Well, fuck you too.
He disappears behind the corner.
God, that man is an asshole. You know, I thought I was gonna get, like, at least some XP from that. Like, if only because I figure out Ignatz is being a pervert. Kind of ashamed that I didn't get anything from that, but okay. Now let's go and do a round. Get all the way down. Call Melita, tell her about my very cool team that is not gonna include any of the people that I care about because I don't want to put them in danger. Like, that's my primary thing here. Like, I'm not gonna put any of the people I care about in danger, so... So I guess that would be... Kaleidoscope, Holocene... and Pseudopod. Because I'm leaving Ramses and Carolina out of it.
Raw information atomizes itself. On the other side of the world, a phone rings.
Cascade,
We're on, Mel. Tomorrow.
tomorrow. So that means you got everything in order. Plot, tools, squad.
All of it, I'm ready.
We need to go through it, for the records. Ready when you are.
Let's go over my squad.
To your chosen four then. Let's start with the easy one. You, Cascade. You will be knight errant.
To assemble and guide the rest. A tensing deep in your gut as your name is committed.
That's me, terminal lead shit.
Your cupbearer?
To stand by you, absolutely.
Kaleidoscope.
Who the hell is Kaleidoscope?
He works for Enter, or used to. Now he works for me.
A long silence on the other end of the line. He's already turned once. He could just as easily do it again. That's assuming it's a legitimate defection, and not a double bluff from a vastly superior operant. The man has nowhere else to go. There is no one better for the assignment.
Trust me on these, Mel.
Kaleidoscope it is then. You're astronomist?
To reflect things in a different light.
I'm not sacrificing Carolina. Like, she's better. She could reconnect with her dad, which I wish the game allowed me to do that for her, if it's gonna allow me to play like a good person. I'm not gonna put Carolina in danger on purpose. She needs to be safe, so I'd rather put Holocene in danger.
You hear the faint crack of pen hitting desk, and a slow intake of breath.
He'll be good, Mel.
Unfortunately, policy dictates I defer to the assignment lead here. Let's move on.
She's upset about that one.
Lastly, you're full?
For a reason known only to the Knight Errant.
Pseudopod.
You're zeroed out double. You're serious.
He still basically thinks he's me, so he's probably going to turn up anyway.
Sounds like a management challenge, but somehow this is what the opera intended.
A pleasing symmetry. She likes that very much.
So that's Knight Errant, Cascade, Cupbearer, Kaleidoscope, Astronomist, Holocene, and Fool, Pseudopod.
I'm guessing it's not even giving me the other option because they wouldn't work together. Like, I haven't asked. The question was there when I spoke with Carolina, trying to see if I could get her to talk to her dad. So I'm assuming, like, some of them will not work with each other. It's possible that none of them would work with Kaleidoscope. And you have to go for Yana if you wanna do Ramses and Carolina.
The names feel heavy, irreversible, marked in blood for offering.
And you're certain this is the squad? Once I submit this form, we're committed.
Yeah, that's gonna be us.
So it is. So it will be.
Let's discuss the blood.
Yes. What have you found out?
The Grand Lich is scheduled to make a visit to a local shrine to Lucian war criminals. It's not on his official schedule. He'll be traveling with a reduced guard detail.
Good. Very good, operant. This is a lot to work with. Hold on. The guard detail. What do we know about it?
Not much, only that the Lich expected to have fewer than usual.
Alright. Here's my recommendation. Tomorrow morning, you, Pseudopod, and Holocene will travel to the war criminal shrine by aerotram, as early as you can manage.
What about Kaleidoscope?
Kaleidoscope will follow later, on the same tram as the Lich and his entourage.
Ah, smart.
You only know it's gone wrong when a body shows up on the other side, punctured and bloody.
Well, right, that sounds good.
Once the Lich's aerotram has arrived, rendezvous with your two, and plan your next moves.
It seems like we're leaving a lot to the imagination here.
We're going to need a lot of imagination to pull this off. If this is a ritual, there must surely be rites to perform. With luck, you may even catch the Lich unattended. Though I wouldn't count on it.
Let's talk about my tools.
Right. You managed to procure a gun at least.
Yeah, I got one, we're set.
Good. So that's covered. Anything else on the subject of tools?
I also managed to reconstruct the antiques, the one that zeroed out pseudopod.
How? I thought that was supposed to be impossible.
It's a long and frankly very confusing story involving an underground mugging and local television personality.
If I recall, the arrow trams there have jukeboxes in them. I suppose you could rig one of them to play it, but I don't know, Cascade.
I have it on the authority of an insane man with a paper bag on his head.
Not a very comforting thing to hear at this juncture, but it's your assignment.
I have the old bomb.
You mean the 30-year-old opera bomb that's set to detonate to a novelty rock song? That bomb?
Superbug Baby is timeless in its scope and grandeur.
For a while it played at the dance clubs when it was time to leave. I remember it came on once when I was making out with this girl from Lavendi. Anyway, I believe the aerotrams in Portofino have jukeboxes in them. If you were insane, I suppose you could rig one of them to play the disc.
Wait, she likes women. That means Herschel has a chance. Ill work. The power of rock cannot be stopped.
Then long may you rock, Operant.
I found this pelota ball in a doorway.
And? What's that got to do with anything?
I'm just saying, I have it.
I'm happy for you, Operant.
Well, that's all.
Very good.
A heavy silence falls over the line.
And what about after?
There'll be no getting out of Portofino by plane. The phones won't be safe any longer either.
So how do we get out?
I can get you a boat.
A boat? Wait, what kind of boat?
It's a signals vessel, part of the network that makes your magic box work. It's small. There'll be just enough space for you on board.
Wait, what about my squad?
Getting everyone out at once is out of the question, I'm sorry. Your squad mates will have to fend for themselves until we can arrange for their extraction.
Well, that's fine by me. Like, Kaleidoscope will probably be okay. Pseudopod, if he dies, it doesn't matter because he's a clone of me, so he's no longer like a real person, kind of. And I know Holocene can keep down. He can go back to the silo at least for a little bit of time, so...
There will be no extraction. Just a box of tools discarded at the worksite.
Well, that's not good. You couldn't find a bigger boat?
There's nothing I can do, Cascade. We're making it up as we go along. We won't forget them, but we have to work with what we've got. And what we've got is a single, very cramped boat. You're lucky we can get anyone out on such short notice.
Fine. What then?
There's a relay buoy in the Nos Correntes, international waters. It's secure and safe. Call me when you reach it, and we'll discuss next steps.
You always knew this was how it was gonna play out, didn't you?
A highly original thesis, also completely irrelevant now. Luck and skill, Operant.
Dang it.
A click in your ear, a moment of silence, then the familiar hum, somehow more empty than the silence.
Portofino Central Shrine to the Deathless Heroes. War Criminal Shrine. I see. Well, time to zero out the Grand Lich, I guess. And I don't have any point. Well, I'll wait until we're like at the last point. God, I still have the 10 hours of fucking shadow play. That's so unfair. God. Just when I'm probably gonna need shadow play at that. Mm. Where's he? Like, it's doing that again, where it's showing me like I have something that I haven't checked. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Wanna listen? 10 feet away, overwarmed toss. You could get any trash in this can. God, I hope the game doesn't force me to do a shadow play check. I will literally cry. Are you still not wearing pants? No better play about Admiral Rigo. Stars shows here next month.
Cascade? Good morning.
Woven sweater, triple bands around the wrists and neck, thigh-high socks. He's wearing a pelota kit.
Oh.
Mothball smell. Many seasons old.
Is he supposed to be a disguise?
A persona. A local pelota player.
I don't think no fascist trying.
A lot of sports people harbor extreme political views.
You know, I hate it, but he's not wrong about that.
He looks down at the ground and shifts his feet. His cleats go click-clack on the hard ground.
Nice, I'll never see that coming.
Thank you. I thought the same. Of course.
A megaton of silence lands between you. He looks away.
We still have a while until the tram arrives.
Yes. Could we chat? I haven't been here for very long. It would be nice.
Well, sure, we can pass the time together.
Thank you.
One of his socks slips a little on his thigh. He hoists it back up.
I've been wondering, what do you think Pseudopod would be doing if he was here? The real one.
He'd probably leave to call a sex line. Probably something useless that will get him killed again. Don't worry about him, he's gone.
Is he? I feel like I can see him sometimes. I catch glimpses of my face and it's wearing expressions that I'm not pulling. I can read thoughts that I'm not having. Is he in here with me somewhere? Is he listening? What if he comes back for me?
So you're a little haunted. My problems are way worse than yours. Better not let him hear you being a wimp. You're me. He has no chance against me. He's dead. Zeroed out day one. Forget him. You're me. He has no chance against me.
Yeah.
He paws the ground with his shoes. Click, clack.
After this, will I go back with you?
You want to come and live with me?
I wouldn't burden you for long. Only until I got the hang of living this life you've forced upon me.
Ugh, it makes me feel bad. Interesting, like a permanent double.
Yeah. You and me. Or you and you. We'll be the perfect team.
You're me. You're my responsibility. Of course we'll stay together if you don't die.
Well, the world might have been a better place with none. But now there are two. Ready, Cascade?
He holds out his hand, a look of harrowed determination settling across his face.
Ignore the hand and hug him.
He hesitates and puts his arms around you.
This is nice.
Yes. Right. I think we should go.
You feel him squirming slightly in your arms. He's just getting comfortable, in for the deep squeeze.
Alright, it's time.
Yes, it's time.
The tram lines creak and crackle above you as the carriage lumbers into view, stained with mist.
The tram's here. We should split up.
Oh wait, I don't get to investigate? God dang it, I wanted to investigate more. Bill manifested by privatization, of course. I discard a newspaper, trash or a sign. Cascade, imagine seeing you here.
He gazes at you from below the hood of a pink ultraviolet hoodie. A grown man in a pink hoodie should be laughable. And yet,
Kaleidoscope, glad you could make it.
I gave you my word, Bucko. I abide by the transfer rules.
What's your report?
Reyes was definitely on the Stram, flanked by a slack-jawed techno entourage. They all disembarked and headed for the shrine.
How many?
5, including Reyes. Most of them are secret police. I recognized them from the secret treaty at Vanguard. But Cascade. One of the entourage was a man I've never seen before.
oh, an unknown quantity. You don't care for those.
What's your take?
Someone of either very high rank or very low rank. And if I had to guess,
Hi.
He lifts a single finger into the air and jabs it upward.
Where were they sitting?
upstairs. All of them sat together around that table, which I found a touch odd.
Because no one ever sits near him on public transport. Nonce vibes.
Shadowplay, this is so not the time. But why?
Because usually security entourages prefer to cover off threats, not press their backs to the proverbial wall.
True.
The bomb twitches in its casing. Luggage rack on the floor below for the bomb. You need a good angle and a prayer.
What if they don't sit there again?
Then you need a new angle, both literally and figuratively. Don't forget the trigger, the song.
Give me the visuals on the entourage.
Woman with red hair, on edge, pacing. A man with short red hair and an ill-advised monocle. Another with a heavy black jacket. Then there's the Lich himself and the man I've never seen before. Large, bald, wearing odd glasses. As for weapons, I counted 3 firearms at least. Pretty safe to assume they're all armed.
I hope you're also armed.
Significantly. I even managed to find some new bullets, would you believe?
If it kicks off, can we take them?
Well, let's take stock. Besides you and I, you've managed to muster up a man whose brain should be mush and a dangerously paranoid social recluse.
He came around, just needed to sleep it off. Treat lightly, Mijo has eyes. They're 2 of the opera's finest. The whole crew is sick, it's our thing. And don't forget, the middle-aged man obsessed with music for preteens. Come on, he came around, just needed to sleep it off.
I see. Well, glad to hear it, I think. Though he still doesn't seem quite right to me.
He's fine.
I take your word for it. Regardless, if it kicks off as you say, I suspect you and I will be doing a lot of heavy lifting.
He may try and shoot you again.
Let's all make sure we aim at the right people this time.
Cascade, I don't know why you're still going on about this. It was a perfectly placed warning shot. My aim is impeccable.
Great, keep it that way.
Do you have a signal in mind?
What signal?
To kick off. This zero outside has a single exit. This aerotram. We need some kind of unifying signal if we find ourselves backs to wall.
Probably something like, hey guys, time to kick off.
Could I suggest the jukebox? If we can't see each other, for instance, nothing like a song to rally the core for a final charge.
He motions to the music player beside you, wedged awkwardly into the space behind the back seats. Once more, the bomb quivers in anticipation.
Music can kill, you know.
I'm starting to understand that. Yes.
Why are you holding up?
I'm quite enjoying the reconnaissance. Thank you for having me along. How are you? More to the point.
Possessed with the spirit of undying revolution.
Glad to hear it, I think. So, Cascade, would we say I'm part of the crew now?
A genuine question.
Wait, you want to be in the crew?
If you don't belong somewhere, then who remains to know you?
If you're with me, you're in. No need to ask.
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
Would work. Talk soon.
Long live the opera, or whatever the catchphrase is.
These days, make it up as you go along. Well, the opera never tires, technically.
We'll soon find out. Bon courage, Bucko.
Embedded in the tram's back wall, a cracked plastic dome encases a single disc, surrounded by empty slots. The lock that was holding it closed has been bashed, broken, scratched jaggedly into the plastic. Fuck music. Someone's done the hard part for you. The way is open.
What's on the lone disc?
Music for Trams, Volume 7.
Where are the volumes 1 to 6?
Gone. Vandals have ransacked this tram's music library.
Rude.
Also, no guarantee at all that Volume 7 is the final one. It may continue for many volumes hereafter.
Whose idea was it to put a jukebox on a tram?
A cultural maneuver from the president of the tram company, who incidentally has been missing for the last 2 months.
Ah.
Teenagers no longer have to bring their own music to play obnoxiously loud. Privatization has provided the means of sonic production for them.
It was a nice idea, shame it didn't last.
Don't worry, you're about to bring it back. In style.
Does it still work?
The damage is mostly surface level. The obvious mutilation of the dome and theft of the discs. The graffiti scratched into the plastic. Beneath that, the machinery is intact. Its body has been broken, but its soul lives on. It will do for your purposes.
Open the jukebox.
The plastic dome lifts easily. Its shattered locks jangle as it rises.
Picking up this to play in here feels like a big decision.
Now that you're actually here, you see every detail of your plan up to this point with new eyes.
I'm feeling pretty dubious about this plan, actually. This is a precautionary measure, just a precautionary measure.
It's too late for all those considerations right now. Time to select the Song of Death, or the many songs of death. You can always decide on the most fitting one when the time comes. If it comes. Better to be prepared. If you have only one choice, you have zero choice.
No, I have a choice. You boot from a dream. Plan for a metaphysical wipeout.
You slide the cartridge into the first slot and shiver as you hear the click of the machinery snapping into place.
I'm done here, all set.
The orchestra is cued and ready.
You should move, Cascade.
Okay, I was gonna tell you about the situation with the song, but okay, good work.
Don't dally, Bucko.
Lovers have scratched their initials on into the railing. Okay, I have 1 skill point, so -8 steel. Jesus Christ, Shadowplay. Let's put 1 in Technoflex. Whoa, machine gun. The wind whistles as soon as it passes. You can see inside the tram through here. A free peep show. The tram's logo is a wombat, friendly and approachable.
Not gonna be leaving for a while. Sorry. Special schedule today.
Oh, okay.
She takes short puffs on her pipe, like she's trying to make it last. Behind her mirrored sunglasses, she's around your age. Is she in on this? Paid off, threatened, fanatical. She's playing it too normal. File under goon potential.
Kind of a cigarette?
Normally you'd have to buy one. But who's counting?
You smoke in companionable silence. The blue smoke from her pipe and your cigarette mingle. What is the plan here, operant?
Trying to see if I can learn something useful.
Make it brief then. Your quarry is already on the move.
So when is the tram supposed to leave?
On a normal day, every hour on the hour. Today the guy with the funny glasses is in charge of the timetable. He'll tell me when they're ready to head back down.
The Lich isn't the one given the order to leave. That's odd. Excellent law. Definitely useful. Now let's stub out and go.
Okay, I do believe Shadowplay on that one. Good chat.
See you on the way down.
If she survives, she will be the first to be interrogated. And then we'll make an example of her.
Well, I'm sorry about that, lady.
Hello, mijita. Can I help you pick out a souvenir? A nice memento of your visit.
The woman behind the counter sucks on the straw of a large plastic cup with a ferocious-looking cartoon wolf topper. Red, black, terror. She sips upon Her Majesty, Tyrant Wolf.
Can you give me the rundown on this place?
Of course. You stand before the first permanent structure built in Portofino by the Illuminated Empire. The main shrine is dedicated to Canopus. Additional shrines have been built around the core to commemorate the deathless heroes of the Lucian people.
Supplementary propaganda, lovingly committed to memory. Strong goon aura coming off this one as well. She's in on the Lucian scheme, whatever it is.
Shadowplay, please calm down. I know I have, like, -10 of you right now. Like, I know I still have 9 hours of this shit Shadowplay, but please.
Keep clear of the nails. One swipe and she could open your jugular.
How many have you got up here?
In total, there are 66 patriots enshrined here, from the earliest captains of the Lucian Armada to figures from more recent history.
Uh-huh.
66. Like the wolves.
The 66 patriots, are they related to 66 wolves?
You're a 66 Wolves fan. My stepdaughter is obsessed. And yes, isn't it clever? Lucian shows are so good at weaving history into their stories.
It's suddenly clear why, of all of their programming, the Lusians seem so eager to push the cartoon through the cultural blockade.
But Portofino owns this hill, right?
Wrong. This hill is joint Lucian Portofiran territory, as per the Historical Properties and Heritage Site Agreement of 83. It is a symbol of mutual peace and understanding, and it always has been.
Do you pray here?
Every day. And at home as well. I have a little model of General Silva's shrine. He's my favorite.
Hair in a silk wrap, eyes closed, hands clasped. She mutters under her breath for a full minute. Her husband is already asleep, used to this.
Wait, you pray to the people enshrined here, not to the star?
I like to think that our heroes are watching over the Illuminated Empire, still keeping an eye on their people. Even if some of us here have forgotten that we are their people.
Well, thanks, that's enough of that.
Happy to be of educational service.
I don't want, like, if people know who I am, that's one thing, but, like, I don't want, you know, to look like I'm suspicious.
The shelves behind her are populated with postcards, refrigerator magnets, plastic picture frames, and a lone snow globe. Souvenirs, yes. Good point. Are you really going to return to Melita? Arms swinging.
What? I'm about to kill the leech for her!
That's big picture stuff. Important, sure. But she will also expect some nice little thing that you picked out for her.
This is a lot of pressure.
Souvenirs are nothing but pressure.
Look at the snow globe.
Beautiful, isn't it?
She fastens her hands around the orb and turns it upside down. Hundreds of tiny ginkgo leaves swirl around the miniature shrine within. There's even a little tram station.
But flawed. See the main shrine?
Look at the shrine.
The flurry of ginkgo leaves settles, tumbling down the plastic landscape to reveal a clear view of the shrine at the top of the mountain. Incredible detail. Handrails, tools leaning on the shed, a gift shop sign. But the faces carved into the rock are featureless, unidentifiable. A shrine to possibility. A shrine, perhaps, to right now.
Those faces could be your heroes instead.
Not a flaw, but a visitation. A trinket from another world, the one where we won. There, another cascade stands at another shrine, gazing puzzled at another snow globe, wondering why anybody would immortalize the worst of us. You can see our eyes reflected in the glass.
Why sell this bird defect incarnate?
Oh, this isn't for sale, mijita. I keep it so I can swirl the little leaves when they're not in season. Reminds me of the good old days, every year.
The pathological nostalgia of fascism. A contradiction so great that it drives them to crave a past that is not one.
That is true. Statehood is in fact kind of right about that one. Turn over one of the refrigerator magnets.
The plastic is cool in your hand, still a little wet from the morning mist, printed with an image of a long aircraft carrier. The Rapacera, Iron War Queen of the Lusian Naval Fleet.
That's a warship, right?
Oh yes, the most war of all ships. Isn't she lovely?
It does look pretty awesome.
Because it is. A shining feat of engineering.
Thousands of tons of steel, hundreds of sailors inside, guns and missiles and torpedoes, and yet somehow still buoyant. A miracle, a marvel.
Disgusting.
Interested? She's on offer.
There it is. This is Melita all over. Bring this back to Earth. The spoils of war.
Illusion warship. Fridge magnet, like the freezer to put me in, I get it.
So will she.
Yeah, why not?
A good choice. It'll add an air of real majesty to any fridge.
Thanks, that's all, thanks.
Enjoy your visit.
Boxes run uphill, cutting the lines through the undergrowth. All steps worn in the middle. They remember every visitor. It's slightly geometric, carved deep. Nace, formed by pressure. I guess I can walk both ways. Photographs, postcards, prayers, weighing for the heroes' blessings. An offering. Ah, Ouroboros Black. Concrete crack. Tree roots attacking.
Hundreds of faces glance or gaze out from the photo frames gathered at the statue's base. This shrine is dedicated to Canopus, pride of Carina, star of aging, wisdom, and death. Despite its reputation as an unfortunate star, every Lusian is taught to rely on Canopus above all others.
This one feels really old.
The shrines here are built atop the core of an ancient shrine, one of the first to be consecrated outside the Illuminated Empire. You are standing before that core, now a stranger on its own turf.
I'll give it its due. Well deserved.
Though it may be half forgotten, it remains the core, the center of a nuclear meltdown, a mass of corium long since cooled, pulsing still with elemental dread. Not all can bear the approach. Make this boss star close, gang. That would really fuck the Lusians off.
Scan the faces in the
The
photos.
full spectrum of human age and emotion is laid out before you. Disordered, entropic.
Do you recognize anyone?
Some of the faces knock loose memories of people you have known. An old music teacher, a woman who ran a bakery you frequented in college, a fourth love. Yet none of them are real people to you.
Everything that happens from now on is my fault, just so you know.
Imagined murmurings from the gathered, nervous back and forths about what you might have planned.
I'm not giving out the photo, but I'll give you the exit
You
papers.
tuck the papers between two frames, partly obscuring the man's ancient face. One eye stares out at you.
Let's pray to Canopus then.
You gaze at the statue rising above its static congregation of true believers. You have no one behind you, yet still, you find the words.
Listen, Canopus, I need forgiveness for what I'm about to do. I mean, I don't feel bad about it, but I guess you might feel bad about all of the death we're about to cause because a lot of people are gonna die.
This seems to get the star's attention. You feel a subtle gathering of light across your form. Curious, questioning. Who are you? An envoy of the Shadow War.
Think what you will of me. No. It kind of sucks that there's no option to actually use your actual name. Like, I get it. Like, she's gonna use her codename first, but I feel like her using her own name, like her actual name, like has a different weight to like asking for forgiveness when you're about to, like, you know, kill a bunch of people for political reasons, even though I argue that is at least partially justified.
Hello, Cascade, comes the faint reply. We've never seen you around before.
I'm not one of yours, never was. I don't belong here. I'm a mirror reflecting your light back. I'm here to take one of your own, or maybe return him to you. Not sure how it works.
The slight breeze drops to zero. Afraid to carry any more of your words upon itself.
But still, I have one request, if you'll hear it. It's a pretty big one, sorry.
The faces in the photo frames hold their breath. Light shimmers across the statue's surface. Go on, Cascade, it seems to say. Speak.
When it counts about your gaze just for 1 second. Actually, forget it, I'll keep you as an enemy. No, please protect my friends.
A cloak of luminance. The prayer for the core has been transmitted. For now, silence is the response.
Then away.
The faces in the frames are forced to watch you go.
Ooh, record statehood and shadow play. That's gonna help with the still 9 hours long to minor 10 shadow play. Whoever decided that this was a thing that they had to add, the Sweeping Madness, I need to talk to whoever decided Sweeping Madness was gonna be a thing. I need to talk to that person, and I have to look them right in the eyes and be like, what is wrong with you? The main spy skill. The main spy skill. And you give me 9 hours for working, for money, to pay for my spy activities. Are you fucking with me? Anyway, am I angry? Yes, I am still angry about it. What is this? Divine manipulator of the threads. People have noticed you holding your hands out in prayer, muttering to yourself. What's going on? Is this another elaborate disguise or a genius display of so-called faith? Entanglement potential +2, blueprint skill potential +1. The stars may favor you. When failing any skill check, temporarily lose reinforced effects, intellect disadvantage. Ugh. It's interesting that you get like this. You get this so late. Like I prayed consistently to every shrine that I've seen, and this is the last time that I've gotten like the first time that I gotten anything from that. So like, what's the point? I guess is my question. I guess my question is, what's the point of it? Like getting it so late? Like there's, I like maybe if I want to like. Actually, where is it? Yeah, the year 0. Racing skills is disabled, but not to condition new thoughts. Like that's not disabled. I might want to like add the year 0 and then divine manipulation of the threads. I do have the extra skill point and we still have like at least 2 holes. That's what she said. Or actually I can do this first and then I can do the year 0. I don't think we're gonna have enough XP for anything else.
There's no point. If prayer worked, everyone would do it.
That's why they call it fate. Results aren't guaranteed.
Even if the stars do see you, you think they'll care? Reach down and give you a glittering hand. Pull you out of the pit of doom we call life.
Hold fast. Guard yourself against those who would test you. This is the path that must be followed.
The reasons for my faith are my own.
Why not call upon those above right now? Surely if there was ever a time for them to show themselves, it would be now.
In the distance beyond, a massive luminescent body turns in silence amid a sad black cosmos.
Please?
Looks like you're on your own. If you're going to believe in anything, shouldn't it be the friends you brought along with you?
My faith in the stars is unwavering.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Okay, yeah, no, I have like another one. And that's the last one, I believe. So then, I don't think we're gonna, well, you know, I'll wait a little bit and then I'll put in the year 0, just in case. Find rope. Can hang yourself from here if it goes wrong. God damn it. An old shrine concealed beneath this growth.
Wilderness has gradually crept over the shrine, like the earth is trying to pull it out of sight. The facade bears many wounds, chipped stone, deep gouges, a mask of red spray paint, deaf to strange cousins. A perfume of pollen, stale piss, and the dead plant lingers.
Study the idol?
Lichen grows where the sun hits, and moss in the shadows. Acid rain and thrown rocks have left pockmarks in the granite.
How did this shrine get into such a state?
From what you can see, the rest on this hill have been maintained, albeit to different degrees. This one seems to have been intentionally overlooked. A man, white-knuckled, spits on the stone yet to be engulfed by the plants. Traitor, he says afterwards, curling his lip in contempt.
Take a step back from the statue.
It seems to sink back into the overgrowth as you retreat.
So which deathless hero is commemorated here?
The name embossed in the stone has been overgrown by weeds, making it impossible to read. Some dead reactionary. Who cares? The intelligence is self-redacted.
Clean up the shrine?
What to tackle first?
Pull out the weeds.
You grip the plants where they meet the ground and tug them from the earth. Soon there's a small pile of uprooted stems and leaves lying next to the shrine. Dirt under your fingernails. The name on the plinth revealed. Adria Hector Rigor, Admiral.
Grip of the moss?
You curl your fingernails underneath the green vegetal softness, separating rhizoids from stone. You manage to clear the very front of the idol's head before your nail beds begin to sting, plant matter catching against the delicate skin.
Finish. Faster, please. I want to polish the stone with my sleeve.
Your rubbing doesn't do much to the idol's already worn face, only stirring up motes of dust in the afternoon sun.
Well, that's looking tidier.
You stand back and admire your handiwork. A voice from the dirt, bullets in stucco behind him, ears ringing, throat tight with panic. He shifts in the dirt, gun clutched in his hands, and whispers a prayer to an unnamed star. Not here, not like this.
Let's turn away from the shrine. I want to grab my drinkies. Telephone. Fall into pieces. We could kick him over and finish the job, not with witnesses around. Oh, and that brings me back to the beginning. Okay. Let's check on the people around that are probably unrelated to this conundrum, I say.
Lovely day. This might seem like a rather odd question, but are you by any chance ill?
That voice, it wafts out to you from some obscure recess in your memory.
Where do I know it from?
Carolina's nightmares. A hand slaps away the vomit that coats your face. Obscured in the nightmare, he now stares at you with a calm smile.
Is something the matter? I was just asking if you were terminally ill. Sorry if that caused any offense.
Examine your enemy.
He tucks a strand of dank hair behind his ear and pulls softly on his cigarette. Once seen, it is obvious. He's not just an asset. He's a high-level operant for the Weeping Eye. A genius of pain. Another conclusion follows. Half inference, half intuition.
Does he know who I am too?
You look at your enemy for the answer, and a sardonic smile answers you. He's known from the beginning. And if you have been spotted, so have your assets.
If we've been caught, why is nothing happening to us?
Your mind flips through the possibilities.
The crew is focused. Let them into a trap again!
Then extract yourself from the trap.
So?
Yes? You've been staring at me for some time with a most perceptive expression.
He knows, but he does not necessarily know you know. This smallest of advantages you can retain.
Never mind.
Has all this talk of death frightened you? Is that it?
I'll say nothing and move on.
Be seeing you.
I'll kill you later, my man. With the power of teenagers' pop music. Which is not the easiest way to kill someone, admittedly. Must be the groundskeeper's shed. Okay. Candle slate for the blood of their enemies.
What does it taste like?
It's like salt. Wet salt.
The man offers you a quick nod, then turns back to Pseudopod, completely engaged in their conversation.
What are you two talking about?
This stranger was just telling me about handball, which is what pelota is called where he's from.
Ah, the classic soccer versus football argument. I see.
I took my girls to their first match just before I came out here. Never been away from them for this long before.
Isn't that interesting?
As he turns to you, he mouths something rapidly. You got distracted by your own eyes looking back at you. Probably trying to tell you that this guy is blatant goon.
Interesting, yes, sure.
I had to buy them each a bag of those horrible fried shrimp. The bags were bigger than their little heads.
Aw, I'm so sorry that they're gonna be left without a father.
Children do tend to be quite small. Exactly how small are we talking?
Oh, tiny. The best years, I'm told.
He reaches into an inner pocket and produces a square photograph, which he holds out delicately between giant thumb and forefinger. The picture shows two pudgy toddlers grinning over the horizon of the man's arms, whose own smile was so broad that he's almost unrecognizable. Identical twins.
Stunt babies. Aw, very fat, cute.
They are so much lovelier in person.
I'm sure they are. And they'll grow fine without a father. After I end your life.
Do you read to them at bedtime?
Every night. Stories of our day. They like to hear about whatever we did. They have matching pajamas.
I'm gonna trust you, Pseudopod, with this plan that he's in the middle of. Leave Pseudopod to his plan.
I trust you instructed your babysitter in a proper hot chocolate making technique before you left.
I didn't, but it's been on my mind. Should I have, do you think?
Well, that's delightful. Well, Pseudopod, I trust you to do your job. Well, I deal with the fact that apparently they know who we are.
The vending machine hums as if it were in prayer.
That ultra sweet. Nah, no, it's fine.
You turn away from the machine. The wind rustles the bushes nearby as if hushing those who might speak.
Fascinating things are happening. If you know where to look, Cascade.
No Kryptoniums.
And indeed, how to look at them.
We don't know each other.
Concepts are evolving by the moment. We must be keen of eye and keener of mind.
And you're meant to be in persona.
Relax, Cascade. I've finally perfected psychogenic translucency. It disintegrates mere personas on contact. I'm projecting it outward using sustained retrocognition. Stand within a 4-foot radius of me, and you're basically covered.
You know, I understand why Melita didn't want you to work with me. It's true, no one is looking at him, or you, for now at least. You're so close and you look so ridiculous. It appears to be working?
I would hope so. If your assessment goes well, you will be taught the method, of course. But that's for later. I assume you've noticed what's occurring here.
Notice what exactly?
I mean, have you close read our situation accurately?
Oh no, here we go.
Oh boy.
Reality itself is the text, and you the dyslexic third grader. It lies before you, open for perusal when you're utterly impenetrable.
What? No, that's why I keep you around.
You're aware that this is one of the skills Miho is evaluating, yes?
Remind me what you mean by close read.
Abstract yourself for a moment from this situation. Abstract me, the Grand Lich, the existential threat, all the characters and material details. This scene could just as easily not have happened, and yet, for some reason, it is being included. Why? What is the message that is being conveyed by what is happening here today?
What do you mean this scene? There is no scene, this is life. Okay, convey to whom?
To no one, Cascade, if we don't bother to engage with the situation.
Just to check, how much will this affect my assessment?
It will count towards 40% of the candidate's assessment results.
60% is still a pass, right?
A pass with 2 shattered legs that somehow managed to drag itself over the finish line, yes.
Oh my god. Well, I'll accept then. Add metaphysical close reading explain. On that HS Lastra sheet, where 40% is 1+1. Okay, fine. 89 is probably good, unless the game decides to screw me like it did with that one that was like 97. I'm still angry about it. I am never letting the game leave that down. What do you mean I had like a critical fail on a 97? Jesus, game.
Though the stage is ancient, this new adaptation feels precarious. Too many actors are under the lights. Lines jar off each other. The blocking tangled.
I think that we're caught in the middle of something.
Go on.
The mill of history shudders.
I agree. What is happening here has wide-reaching implications, far beyond us. How might you sum it up?
Somehow we're going to get fucked. No, actually, I think maybe someone's letting us do this.
Your former double stares at you for a long moment. The top half of his face illuminated in vivid yellow light from the plastic visor.
I tend to agree with your reading, Cascade. Would you like to hear my ever so slightly more nuanced interpretation?
Absolutely, Han.
I'll start with this. I don't feel that this setting is mere philosophical coincidence. Do you?
I mean, no, it's a stage. All world's a stage, Holocene.
Exactly. Everyone's read the script.
Library of Arena getting closer and closer in the background.
Everyone but you.
But, Cascade, there is a darker layer beneath all this. I believe the ancient Lusian technocracy is intending to commit a war crime, right here.
Ah, so we must commit a different war crime to stop them from committing a first war crime. Well, now I feel less bad about killing the guy with the 2 daughters.
Against itself.
Like a false flag operation?
Possibly. But that would be text. I'm only interested in subtext. Our actions may be preordained, but we have interrupted something much larger than ourselves.
I mean, that would make sense. Like that, like if we go by the information the game has given us, which I might have missed some, but I think I have most of the things that matter. There's a non-zero chance that what's going on is that the Lucians are planning to do a false flag attack to justify their continuous expansion. Like, we know that they're expanding to other territories that supposedly used to be theirs, which, you know, classic stuff that every fascist state does. Germany has done it. Israel is doing it. If you're a fascist, you love expansionism. That's just how it is. Classic bullshit that they do. So, this is not wanted. And I assume specifically for Portofino because it's technically under control of the bank by the fact that they seem to owe a lot of money to them, understandably, because that's how, you know, liberalism perpetuates itself. Thank you, International Monetary Fund. And by thank you, I mean I hope one day you get destroyed just in the same time frame as the United States balkanizes. Anyway. The bank probably doesn't want Portofino to get into Lucian control for a variety of reasons. But the Lucians want it. So, starting a conflict, like, beginning a conflict, like, with a false flag, would give them at least a certain level of justification to get into Portofino. Like, it would be... It's basically an excuse. It's an excuse, but it's an excuse that works. Like, the United States does it all the time. It doesn't even need to be a false flag. An ally of theirs can just do it, and then they just like, it wasn't our ally, it was this other guy. Yeah. Totally. And then they just go and destroy an entire country and steal all of their oil. Many such cases.
The theme and authorial intent is quite clear to my eye. We are present at the wrong assembly.
At the... Huh.
That is the metaphysical situation as it stands.
Wait, authorial intent? Who's the author?
We'll shortly find out. Hopefully, someone of renown.
And what about the physical situation?
That one's on you, Cascade. Luck and skill.
Okay. Donations. It is unclear to what, though the nature of the shrine suggests war crimes.
Head bowed, one hand raised and held against the statue in front of her. The woman in the military coat murmurs softly.
Severidad, embriágame de vuestra fuerza, alumbra.
Severity. Bram is like... He's basically getting drunk. So like... Drunk me with your strength. Westeros is specifically of like Spanish rather than Latin American Spanish. Alumbra is just to light something. Let's just wait.
Y vuestra visión.
And your vision. That's what it means.
Yes?
On the statue, a smear of fresh blood from her hand. Open cut on dirty stone.
You're bleeding.
It's nothing. I cut myself. Rock's sharper than it looks.
That stone is smooth. She did it to herself.
Ah, she's a little freaky.
Why does this matter to you?
I was concerned for your well-being.
My well-being does not answer to your concern.
Okay.
She was part of the trio standing in front of the housing campaign. Good.
Just going to stand there? Or do you intend on making conversation?
Size up your enemy?
A creature in perpetual movement. She quivers in her place. Impatient. Maybe a neurodegenerative thing. Someone had to help her get dressed. Probably.
God damn it, coordination, you failed me now! I can't blame Shadowplay because again, we still have the we still have the no, not that one. We still have this. Whoever the scientist. I will find them and I will have a very serious conversation with them. I'll leave you to your blood and shrine.
She gives you 3 sharp, militaristic nods.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that those 3 people in the housing campaign, like the bald guy that Pseudopod is talking to, that other guy, and this woman, I think they were all in the housing campaign. It was like the 3 of them. All of them were there. Ah, yes, my culturally insensitive souvenir. A dry aqueduct on strike against the so-called heroes. A map of the carving identifies each hero. Impressive bristle texture on these mustaches. Ah, nothing like carved stone like that. Locked. Something catches your eye. What time is it? Ooh, good time for me to get my coffee. Okay, I'll get my coffee. We're almost at the end. I'm gonna get my coffee, and then we're gonna get this done. We're gonna kill some guys with the power of again a teenage pop girly pop music. I said pop too many times then. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Also, I just realized Of course they carved faces into stone in the middle of a mountain. Mount Rushmore shouldn't exist. That kind of shit is disgusting. This is here not yet fully carved, ghosts trapped in stone. They didn't even finish the job! Oh my god, it's just like the actual Mount Rushmore. Disgusting.
I believe this is where I'm supposed to offer you a deal.
The old man sways slightly as he studies you. Far below, the rooftops of Portofino glitter in the morning light.
See, the thing here... I think I was right. I think I was right when I showed poor Dante, who's definitely the Grand Lich. You know what? Because they don't look alike. He said he was a body double. And I'm not saying the man doesn't have body doubles, but here's the deal that matters to me. Like, here's an important part. V recognized him. Why would he, for any reason, like, why would he not, like, not appear in person to her? Like, that's the thing. Like, it's in his own territory, it's in his own country, to a person that he trusts, because it's basically a soft power asset. Like, that's what she is. She's a soft power asset. So, what other like, he wouldn't use a body double for that. And they look alike. They don't look alike, rather. Like, these two don't look alike. He wouldn't use a body double to visit, like, someone in his own country, because that's stupid. Again, soft power asset. There's no reason for that, and she immediately recognized him. Like, I'm pretty sure that poor Dante was the fucking Grand Lich, and this guy is likely just a body double.
The moment crystallizes, the world is empty save for you and your enemy. The board is set. The Manus Fati hovers above the pieces. He's identical to his body double. The clean shave, a haircut, and a good night's rest are all that separate his face from that of the man you killed.
No, they don't! That just, like, unless the art was really confusing me, they don't look alike. Like, Dante didn't look anything like this guy.
Whatever you want. Money, advanced techno secrets, forgiveness.
His words uncertain, his bearing unsteady. Drunk, possibly high. Your counter-offer is this. A bullet to his reactionary skull.
Study your target.
An outwardly unremarkable old man, probably in his early 70s. His hands are loose and empty at his sides. Opaque glass coats his eyes. A top-heavy piece, just waiting to be flicked off the board. He could pass for a simple drunk, waiting around for his off-license to open.
Are you Facundo Reyes?
I am sure. If that's what you want.
That's not a yes.
It will have to be. You've come too far.
Making shady deals with my enemies is kind of my thing, actually. No. There's no deal that will get you out of this.
That's fine. I've got nothing to offer anyway.
Well then.
Nothing. Apart from this limp warning.
Yeah?
No matter what happens, there will be no parades for your deeds here today.
Because I'll be a dead spy? Bro, I put in the disc. If I'm gonna die with style.
He pronounces each syllable with agonizing slowness, as though speaking with you demands superhuman levels of focus.
Also, for the record, good spies don't get parades. They're spies. You're not supposed to know that they're spies. That's kind of in the job description.
Stomach drunk, tourniqueting the slur with sheer concentration.
You're drunk, man.
You underestimate my powers. I've also had a fistful of benzodiazepines. For my health.
Bro.
My name is Dante Augustino. My title is Assistant to the Minister of Mass Culture. But really, I'm the Minister's body double.
Called it! Fucking called it!
Dante, could it have been Tempo's message? All will be forgiven if you pull this off. And with that, the Manus Fati swivels its wrist and gives you the finger.
I mean, I kill Mr. Dante, so it's fine. He's dead. I put one bullet to his head, unless he survived that, which I doubt it, in which case I should have given him 2 bullets to his head, but... I put a bullet in his head and also he fell in the water. He's definitely dead.
Your purpose is to kill me, and my purpose is to die. I know my lines. Have you memorized yours?
Pretend I believe you. What now?
You do believe me.
I've already done it. The assignment. Over. This is... I suspect something like this. I suspected something like this. There's always one more room in the labyrinth. Roles are interchangeable. In a way, you're already dead. Believe it or not, my job is to kill you. Technically, yeah, I've already done it. I've already done the assignment.
Hardly what you imagined. Am I right?
I mean, it was very dramatic, but I don't feel good about the fact that I killed an old man who is also the Techno Leech's, the Grand Techno Leech of, the Grand... God damn it, now I can't even, like... I can't even say the name. There, the Grand Leech of Technofascism. I can't read, and I can't remember stuff. In front of a teenage girl. I don't particularly feel good about that, but you know.
Of course. It also makes this little tete-a-tete somewhat superfluous. What to do about that?
You mean you want to leave?
Now that's a bold suggestion, my friend. Very creative. Our enemies won't see it coming.
Let me think about it.
While you're mulling the matter of my fate, there's just one thing I've been wondering. Where does the Weeping Eye find killers both disposable and professional?
Sorry to disappoint you. I'm not with the Weeping Eye.
His mouth opens, but then closes again.
But then, who is it you think you are with?
You'll never know. No one will ever know.
Neither will you, from the sound of it. Okie dokie then.
Let's get this straight. You're the disposable one, not me.
Oh, sure, absolutely. I've established that my role is to die. But what about you?
Your gun suddenly feels heavy. Or is it your hand that feels weak?
I suspect I've been set up. This whole assignment smells like a joint production with unseen forces. They sent me because they knew I'd get it done. You know, the real reasons are unknowable. I've accepted that.
And what about them? Have they accepted it as well?
Kaleidoscope. Holocene. Pseudopod.
Don't try to get in my head, it won't work.
But my friend, there's nobody in your head except you.
I hate that he's right about that one.
Unfortunately, he's right.
God damn it, Bear! You have to call me out too?
A word of advice. If you get the chance, you should kill them yourself. The Weeping Eyes agents will be very, very unkind.
Well, it's been nice chatting. Goodbye. I hope nobody heard that one.
Somehow the gunshot takes even you by surprise. Milk fills the glass of his eyes. A sudden loneliness descends upon the shrine as you contemplate the corpse strewn on the stone. What was that about a body double?
Assignment complete.
The scaffolding groans and clangs around you. The wind whispers in the bushes. A useless death. A small, fleshy monument to futility.
Kick his body over the cliff? Nah, that's a little too much. I feel like I should say something to mark the occasion.
The legs of the man you just killed are bent inwards in an unnatural way. The soles of his white shoes are grey with dust and grit. There is no occasion. Nothing has happened. All is right with the world.
When you shake the man as fatty, give it the finger for me.
There's no reply. Just overwhelming silence.
Actually kick his body over the cliff.
The body rolls easily before your push, rigid and light as though merely an exoskeleton. Silence. The cliff face is too steep to see where the body falls, and nothing comes up from the chasm but a whisper of fabric. No parade, and no funeral either.
Like nothing ever happened.
Some paint flecks of blood at the feet of the deathless heroes of techno-fascism are the only signs left of what did, or maybe did not just happen.
Hmm? Ooh, there's something up here. Someone must have dropped these to hide your eyes. I mean, I'm already using some fancy glasses, but I'm always up for some more glasses. Shadowplay +2, -1 blueprints. That's actually better than what I have. Non-standard sunglasses, but one time I never thought about them anyway. Especially for nursing hangovers. Wearing them leaves you oddly detached, heavier than they look. That's better considering my still very suffering shadowplay. Well, Melita said a boat will be waiting for you at the Beetle Track Piers at from sundown. Well, let us go then. I feel like we should do something about the fact that, you know, the Weeping Eye is around. That feels like it's important. Also, I should probably, yeah, I should do that. And... okay, yeah, that's probably fine.
Dull the blade and unsteady the hand. The Great Cascade makes her appearance at last.
Do I know you?
Before you, a heavy-set form flanked by 2 minions. His eyes are scattered into the insectoid ovals of his 6-lens spectacles. His lips pursed in irritation.
Wait. Didn't we hear about a guy that wears 6, like glasses with 6, well, glasses?
His voice a 10-ton weight.
Boy.
The man Kaleidoscope has never seen before. The High Conjurer.
If I could just get past you there.
Not possible, I'm afraid. You're in the care of the Weeping Eye now.
Oh boy.
His voice, the tonality, like a shadow creeping up the wall of a memory. The past again, this time worse.
Who are you?
You still don't know? Even now?
You're with the Weeping Eye, that's all I got.
Not very much, I'm sorry to say. I hoped we'd be on the same level, professionally speaking.
That's how you're rude.
My name is Tesoro Buendia. To my techno countrymen, I'm the Director General of the Weeping Eye. But I suspect you know me by a different name.
Oh my god, he's the head.
100 eyes dilate in bleeding sockets. The beast stands before you. Quiver or conquer.
You know, we call you the 100-Eye Golem.
We'll get into that shortly. For now, let's catch up with your friends.
They better be okay, because otherwise, thank God that I left Carolina and Ramses at home. Thank God that I didn't put them through this. I swear to God, if something had happened to them, I would have lost my goddamn marbles.
Down the hill, your squad mates are being hustled onto the waiting tram amidst a small group of passengers.
Oh no. Holocene?
Glance into you, meet in your eye, mouthing something. Too quick, too distant. He disappears from your line of sight.
Census!
Definitely wasn't. All will be forgiven.
Pseudopod?
Arguing with his captor about a non-existent Pelota game he's going to be late for. Committed hilt deep to his cover.
Oh boy, Kaleidoscope?
Nowhere to be seen. He must be on the tram already. There they go. Your people.
God dang it. Also, I'm an idiot. I probably should have put like the year 0 already. The second the gameplay allows me to.
Constitutes the single greatest operational catastrophe in the Operant Bureau's history.
Not now, records!
Fud, fud, fud. The secret police of your heart are kicking down doors again.
Like, I'm not gonna pick up a fight. It seems it's useless. Okay, you win. Let's go.
Unusually clear-eyed. Fine, fine.
The composed man moves quickly, rough hands across your body.
No, my pistol!
He whispers something as he unceremoniously disarms you.
Exeunt. Curtain down. Look, the audience have already made for the exits.
He takes one last glance around, then turns to his minions.
Come on then, if we miss this tram, it'll be an hour before the next one.
Perhaps someone should go down and check on Boris and Irina.
They'll be alright. Irina didn't seem any more agitated than usual.
Meanwhile, the head of the Weeping Eye has been watching you. You see your face reflected back 6 times in its sextuple lenses.
There's something I've been meaning to ask, Operant. How did you earn your name? Was it just assigned to you at random? Or was it chosen with purpose?
You'd have to ask my controller.
I would love the chance to debrief a real opera controller. Unfortunately, it's been a very long time since we took one alive and intact.
And better for all of us that way.
Assignment compromised. Rating catastrophic. The day is lost. Time. You need time. Keep them engaged. Keep your eyes open. Every moment you breathe is a victory.
I only ask because there is one thing that's been bothering me. A niggling matter I was hoping you might clear up.
What's this niggling matter?
My name. More precisely, that name the opera has seen fit to bestow on me.
Please, I'm simply a Sovereign Porter doing a little sightseeing before I return to the People's Republic. No, really, what's the problem with it?
A good name has to suit the role, don't you think? The Grand Lich, I understand. Facundo worked hard to cultivate a certain mystique with his body doubles and so forth.
Are you saying you haven't earned your epithet?
I'm saying it's my horrible burden to look into the hearts of humanity and weigh their contents. I'd expect my epithet to convey something of the grandeur that implies. But 100-eyed golem? I don't know what to think of it as a name.
I think it's the eyes. There should be more of them.
He has a point there. I'm still angry about the fact that he took my god, but he has a point there.
Maybe that's it. It's just not that many eyes when you consider the magnitude of my burden.
This is good. Keep him talking. The jukebox. Signal. Fighting chance.
Maybe One-Eye Golem would be a better fit, considering your affiliation?
Too obvious, though. Now that you say it out loud. Not exactly expansive either.
It also sounds like a penis.
You did not have to mention that. First off, where are we going?
The airport, naturally.
And from there?
There's an unlisted flight waiting to take us back to Cicatriz Frontera. We'll arrive by sunset.
If you're lucky, you may be able to catch the cupolas glittering as we descend.
Perhaps the last such aesthetic experience you'll have.
What's in Cicatriz Frontera?
A very, very small room.
For me?
That's right.
Motherfucker.
And in that room, a very small desk. And on that desk, a new script. You feature heavily.
You know, no offense, but like I played 2 games where scripts were like kind of an important matter. Like, defining of the very fabric of the story, if you will. And I don't feel like following scripts anymore.
He glances out the window. The city-state of Portofino blurs somewhere beneath you.
And that brings us at last to your role. The doomed opera assassin.
The only thing to hand is intimidation. They know you, but they don't know what you're capable of. Unsteady them. Zero yourself out as soon as possible. You are high up. Defenestration is viable. Lie. Draw it out. Time is not yet your enemy.
Look around first.
The tram today is only lightly occupied. A handful of commuters, a couple of old pensioners, a few shopkeepers and small tradesmen. A shop girl nods her head, aware of nothing, lost in the same rock and roll dream she slips into every morning on her way into the city. A young boy, traveling with his mother, shifts nervously from one foot to another.
Your kids, are they even real?
My girls? How dare you?
Well, at least I didn't ruin my chances. I feel like, here's the deal. If I want to activate the music, I don't think that I lost my chance, but clearly I need to be able to, like, give myself some space to be able to do this. So, like, talking it through might be my best option. Thank God.
The Lich at the shrine was nothing but a simulacrum against falsehood. Reality is the only card left to play.
That wasn't the real Lich at the summit. Keep up, 100 nuts.
That's alright. I think it still counts.
It's not even the same guy. How could it count?
Who's to say what counts and what doesn't?
Pointless to deliberate. It counts.
Luckily, we have a unanimous judgment. It counts.
Your guts slide a couple of inches downwards.
I can't tell you what happened to the real Lich. We can make a deal.
Is your forehead warm, Operant? I'm afraid you're not making any sense.
The man I killed was only a body double.
Deranged figments of a mind corroded by post-historical materialism.
Hey! Do not insult post-historical materialism. Only the communists can do that. We do it on purpose.
The mind plays strange tricks on the dying. She may have no memory of what she's done.
Then let's return to reality. Your Grand Lich, our Minister for Mass Culture, was just shot by a perfidious opera assassin. That would be you.
Dread, realizing itself as vomit rising up the back of your throat.
Now calm the fuck down. God damn it, I really should have just taken the year one thing when I had the chance.
Could these be the sensitive, invisible fingers you've always felt, hovering darkly above your days?
Whatever you may be feeling now, take heart in this. You played your role very adequately.
What about my squad? Like, no. Well, game knows game.
Thank you also for providing us with such a detailed signed confession. This will simplify the proceedings to come greatly.
I never read official documents before signing them.
That's no problem. The relevant documents are all prepared and waiting for you. When the time comes, you'll only have to read the lines as written.
Here it is, laid out. The logic of the ritual sacrifice.
What happens now?
In a few hours, we'll be in Cicatriz Frontera. There will be state media and propagandists from across the Imperio Iluminado waiting to record your arrival. They'll expect another convincing performance from you. Max will make sure your camera ready.
The composed man nods and gives you a sad smile.
Your show trial will be compulsory viewing, I expect. The finale and the live executions will be a public holiday across the illuminated empire.
Delightful.
What about your friends? Do you not owe them for everything they've given and are about to give for you?
My friends, where are you?
Beneath your feet, Holocene glances upwards, hoping to catch your eye despite the metal ceiling between you. A few meters away, Pseudopod can barely contain himself, his fist balled and trembling with nervous energy. Wait, there, at the far end of the carriage.
Oh, thank God, Kaleidoscope is here.
A familiar face, giving you the faintest of nods. Your controller was right. Kaleidoscope has eluded the Weeping Eye's gaze. To them, he's simply a middle-aged man in a slightly inappropriate hooded sweatshirt.
Oh, thank God.
Awaiting your signal. A knife in your boot. You can turn this around.
God, there's no way that I can do that, even if I... Do you remember an opera network called the Halsey Crew?
Yes, 91, wasn't it? We rolled up a good few that year. It started with a girl, if I recall.
I remember her very well. Hayato was the surname. She was spying on her own father.
At your direction, of course. Her father was head of a secret dream study receiving MTER funding.
I will feign indifference even though it pisses me off.
We did terrible things to that girl in 91. At the same time, she carried herself well. She never gave us your name.
91. I'd just gotten married.
What about Temple Azur?
Tempo.
The bootlegger. He's been known to us for many years. An associate of Facundo's, as it happens.
What do you do with him?
You'd have to ask Irina and Max. They handled that one. downstairs.
Vespa Arsondo, Carabinero. Remember him?
The Carabinero, of course. We hoped we could turn him for a while. Eventually, we delivered him over to the Azuris.
Unintelligible sodomitic swine. Azuris.
That was my network. My crew.
If memory serves, apart from the Carabinero, there was very little interesting about your friends. I ordered them set loose.
Why?
Everything I do has a dozen reasons. I could pick one out for you, but it would be arbitrary and unsatisfying by its nature.
Go ahead, give me a reason.
It was a Jubilee day. My mind must have been in a forgiving cast.
You have a very forgiving nature. Not a lot of people know that.
I do not believe that, but okay.
I'd say my judgment's proven prescient. Without your friends, would you even be here?
Hold on, there's a few things I'd like to get straight first.
Go ahead. It's good to make sure you've got your backstory down.
You and the Grand Leech were in some kind of internal power struggle. Is that it?
You're right. I want nothing to do with the developed world and its degenerates. Anonymous imprints were meant to transcend the cesspool of the now, not go dipping our cocks in it.
You know, I can't take you seriously where you're like using the word degenerates and then talking about dipping cocks. Like, I'm not saying fascists don't talk like that, because definitely some of them do. Especially the ones on the internet. But like, come on, bro. At your age? You're like fully balding, bro.
But Facundo has his own ideas. Cultural victory. Pop music, space concerts. Blech.
I mean, to be fair, cultural victory kind of works. Like, it worked for the United States for, well, I would say a decade, maybe. Like, they'd committed too much bloodshed and shit to take any of their propaganda seriously anymore. But arguably, I'll give it that it lasted a decent amount, all things considered.
Something about the way he says the name, Facundo.
You envy the Leech. You wish you were him.
He's taken aback for a sliver of an instant.
Ah, gotcha.
Point to the opera.
You misunderstand. In another world, Facundo and I might have... But there was something in him. A sign of psychogenetic drift. We both knew it would always come to this.
I'm going to assume you wanted to fuck him. Okay.
There are times, even now, when he wonders whether the drift is actually within him. A secret tide pulling him even further from himself.
Hold on. What would have happened if I'd never come along?
I suppose we would have made it up as we went along.
I would have liked a little more direction, personally.
Lucky for me, the opera seems to have reached the same conclusion via different means. Happy convergence.
And his deal with Temple Sur, what do you know about it?
Only that Facundo was fond of those bottom feeders, culture addicts. The details are a few rungs beneath my station, to be honest with you.
I still don't get what this imprint stuff is about. Are you all the same guy or what?
I'm not interested in giving you a techno primer. That was more Facundo's domain. Too bad you shot him.
Who were you? You know, before.
I was no one. A 4-year-old boy from a little village out on the Luthian plains. Sweet. Weak.
If it's all for show, can't we just go our separate ways?
You know that isn't so. Otherwise, you'd have left poor Dante the unfortunate body double where you found him.
He has a point.
Laluth is the empire of images. Her people demand new and fantastical stimulations to prepare their minds for the final society. No complicated characters or ironic speeches, no uncomfortable feelings to ambush them in their lonely hours. They aren't prepared for reality as it's constituted, so we must constitute reality for them.
God, even with an exert, this is not gonna happen. I'm not even gonna risk it. I don't know if this will kill me. Fine, let's get on with it.
The head of the Weeping Eye looks at you for a long moment. He reaches into his coat.
Right. Now that the formal part is out of the way, let's get to the fun stuff.
He thuds something heavy on the table in front of you. A deck of weathered black cards.
Here. You sure?
We still have a ways until we reach Centro. Let's get to know each other a little bit.
To your left and right is goons about their eyes.
What's this?
Entreaty.
Ancient Lusian game of divination. Uses a unique deck of cards not seen elsewhere.
Ah, he's gonna tarot me.
Turn the fascist superstitions against him.
If you want to do a reading, I could really use some music to focus.
You are the focus. Nothing else is necessary.
Alright, let's see the cards, I guess. Nothing like getting my future read by a techno-fascist.
I will play the ogre, the star's chosen mouth.
His upper lip inclines to the right as he speaks. His canine is chipped.
You'll be the querent. This first card will help us see what you're made of.
He flips the top card, laying it face up between you. It depicts an instrument made of concentric rings, silver and gold. Beyond it, stars framed in an open window.
Calibration. The world is made of tools with which to change it. Can you recognize them?
It says I'm well balanced, a perfectly tuned instrument of death.
Fitting for an assassin such as yourself. A shame for us you applied your gift so ignobly.
Ah, fuck off.
He takes the card away, then lays two more side by side on the table.
Second, for what you have made of your life, choose one only.
Take the left card, take the right. I'll take the left card.
The prism.
It's the prism.
You turn the card in your hand to find another severed at the wrist. A single droplet of water dangles from the tip of its index finger.
It's as you said. The prism scatters light, degrades it, so that our meager sight organs might comprehend its truth. How did you know?
Skills.
The world often shares its wonders with those least able to comprehend them. One of its cruel ironies.
He shuffles his deck and places 3 more cards carefully on the table.
Third, for your now.
Take the left, take the choose the middle, flip the right. I mean, I'm curious about taking the left again, but I'll choose the middle.
You turn over the card. Its face shows a dozen moths. Some of them have embers on their wings.
The swarm. Dissolution of self. Animal warmth. People are drawn to you, and you to them. Why?
I'll just give everyone up now. Number 1, Esti knew it. Come on. Well, it's a burden I've been trying to escape. People just love me, I always have.
Your heat burns those whom your light attracts.
Yeah, that's why I kept Carolina and Ramses away from this expedition.
He puts your cards delicately aside, then shuffles his deck again. Rhythmically, like blades of a machine churning together.
Final. When all else burns away, this remains.
Expect despair. God, this sucks. I wish I had higher poetics. God, I wish I had been able to use the conditioning. Like, I opened it and then I forgot to put the year 0 on. I would have had a bonus to all of my skillsies. Let's send the left again.
The card shows a shoot erupting from dark soil.
The tree. Interesting.
He raises a hand to the guard at his side, hesitates, lays it back on the table.
You have concealed something from me. Commendable.
From you with all those eyes, never!
Don't lie to me. Not now.
The composed man's curiosity or apprehension overcomes his reverence. Your eyes meet. He looks away. With a caress, the head of the Weeping Eye places the last card back into the pile you drew, then lays them out again, one by one.
There are developments that even the cards can't fully foretell. A swerve in time's road, a crack in the edifice. Even now, the dice dangle in mid-air, containing 36 possible futures within them. In some of them you'll attain the forgiveness you've sought so desperately, but in all of them you lose a part of yourself.
Movement at your peripheral vision. A final board tilt in your favor. One last roll.
Requests, anyone?
A few passengers turn their heads, then look away again. The man by the window spares him a disinterested glance.
Music sounds good.
Song would be nice. Something to go with the view.
We are well equipped with silence.
You feel Kaleidoscope's eyes on your back, his hand over the jukebox. The air in the tram is stifling, charged, near flammable. Ahead of you, futures shear off each other.
Evaluate the situation.
Your fate is preordained and preloaded. All that's left to do is cue the exit music.
There's always the red disc.
But everyone on this tram will hear it and be destroyed by it, including your friends and you. You have a screwdriver. Could always reset your hearing feature. The woman behind you was wearing headphones. Maybe she'd let you borrow them.
What about my friends downstairs?
Your squad is shoulder to shoulder with two Weeping Eye goons under their watch, deciding who to take out first, waiting for you to drop the flag.
I have my gunfight song in there. No, we have the red disc.
Kaleidoscope's pink hood twitches in your direction.
Choose a song. Anything red in there?
Red?
Wait! Don't touch that jukebox.
Touch it.
Hail to the Queen.
Kaleidoscope jabs his thumb into the play button before your enemies can react. The opening notes carry your heart into the air and siphon all warmth from the tram.
What is that? I like it.
Your muscles slacken, weighed down by a mounting force.
Cascade.
Eyes closed, chin raised, head tilted towards the jukebox, waiting for her voice.
What?
He holds out his headphones.
What about you?
Hear it, of course. I need to. Please.
Kaleidoscope, these are tram speakers.
Shh. We may never make it out of this. It's the only way to guarantee I hear her. It's now.
Well, at least you go the way you wanted to go. I respect that.
What? Who was?
His glasses slip down his nose. He's trying to fight it, but he can't. Ultravioletta's voice, at the height of its perfection and power. This was always going to be his last stop.
Don't get wiped. Just put on Kaleidoscope's headphones. Jesus. We're not gonna die. Not after he sacrificed himself.
The world slips away from you. Emptiness in stereo.
At least in a... No, keep the club down.
People pass across your field of vision in complete silence, like fish at an aquarium.
Look at Kaleidoscope. Are you gonna be okay, bro?
He mouths something to himself, eyes closed.
Obviously not, but...
He's singing along, even though he's never heard it before. His movement stops. His eyes lose something as you watch. You lose something too. Impossible contours in the world around you. Seams you've never seen before. And never will again.
Oh god, I shouldn't have done this. Nah, it's fine. I shouldn't have fucked with the Cascade Whirl.
The world slinks off into a nearby corner, licking its wounds.
Well, at least we're alive.
Ultravioletta's voice is no longer stalking you.
Take off the headphones then.
A few hundred feet away, an aero tram on a different line lumbers across the sky, balancing upon its wire. Maybe the driver can see you too.
Just watch. I don't want to be recognized later.
It drifts, shudders, turns. The driver doesn't look your way, doesn't even notice you. The world is quieter than you've ever heard it.
Okay. Actually, before I... It's probably too late, it probably won't matter, but... You know, I promised that I would put it on.
Words taught to every gymnasium student. The signatories further affirm that the present circumstances, hereafter referred to as reality, shall be considered too costly to further modify through actions of a historical character.
The Treaty of Letter Vulgar.
A great reset for humanity. The end of centuries of wars against the rich, the imperialists, the racists.
And where does that leave us?
In the afterglow of that delirious jubilee.
But what actually changed?
Everything. Nothing. In the superblock, it's farewell perpetual revolution and hello pragmatic market reforms and freedom of assembly.
Overthrow the value form, except in strategic industries.
And in the developed world?
Across the developed world, the last colonial empires finally crack up. A bloody wound stanched with billions in foreign currency, under the guise of Emter's new stabilization loans.
Disgusting.
Now, a quarter of humanity inhabits a paradise of cheap jeans and dishwashers, even as their real wages stagnate year after year.
And what about La Luz?
By year 0, La Luz was widely considered a failed state, without a functioning government capable of signing an international agreement. As a result, it has never recognized the end of history.
Things happen?
In year 0, the masses burn calendars in the streets. In 13, the People's Republics opened to foreign investment. In 56, the first lunar cadmium deposits are discovered. In 61, you're born. In 62, the city-state of Portofino accepts a loan it will never repay. In 79, you fall in love for the first time. In 85, the consumer-grade audio disc hits the market. In 89, Kisak PC wins its last Pelota championship. It's 96 now. There are still day laborers, and students, and soldiers, but they no longer burn calendars or shout slogans in the streets. Everyone's watching too much television.
Nothing can change. Nothing should change.
For years, you thought to yourself, it can't keep going like this. And for years, it has.
God, that line. Oh. Like, I get annoyed about the writing a decent amount in Zero Parades in comparison to, like, Disco has some bullshit here and there, but, like, I feel like Zero Parades really pisses me off sometimes because it does something and then it completely, like, shits on it by the next line, more often than not. This is the most emotionally distressing line ever, to me personally. For years you've thought to yourself it can't keep going like this, and for years it has. Like, there's nothing as horrifying as that. Like, that is a horror line to me. Like, if you have any kind of political awareness, that is the most emotionally destroying line you could ever create. I have to respect that. It is painful. That is, in fact, painful. Like, that is the worst. It's the worst. Also, I should probably take something for my anxiety now that I think about it. Like, I doubt it's gonna be necessary, but you never know.
The city rises to greet you, a smoking mass of architecture, overlaid by the crisscrossing rails of the tram network. From this altitude, it looks like Portofino has been caught in a web of dark yarn. Goosebumps on the back of your neck, as if all those of absent, lifeless eyes have turned to watch you.
Look around the tram.
You turn towards the silent carriage.
I would like to check on... Like, I know Kaleidoscope is gone, but, like, I would like to check on the rest of the gang. Make sure that, you know, their corpses are in a proper state. Wait, Holocene, are you okay?
Pseudopod stares at the ceiling, glassy-eyed.
This is the second time this has happened to him.
Whatever happens has already happened.
Sorry, man.
He breathes. You're not sorry. You wouldn't have done this if you were.
Goddamn, Colreed, you don't have to be rude.
You turn from your double's body.
Impressive metaphysical nuke you set off there, Cascade.
How are you alive?
Your former double stands amidst the bodies, unharmed and unperturbed.
Let me be straight. Did you mean to eradicate me along with the rest?
Of course not, we were outnumbered and gone. Obviously not, you're looking at a total operation secrecy. Mijo alone survived. How did you dodge it?
Intermatter phasing, of course. Head and shoulders sub-carriage. Though I would have appreciated a little more advance warning, Cascade. Close call.
Look, his hair's a bigger catastrophe than usual. He just stuck his head out of the window.
That's all he had to do? Kaleidoscope could have just left the carriage.
Why didn't everyone do that then? This may well have been high-level psychogenic stagecraft.
What's the upstairs situation?
Total wipeout, friends, foes, innocents.
Collateral psychic damage. Who's counting?
I am.
Something an old remembrancer hand said to me once. Death must find you in the strangest circumstances possible. So she has something to remember you by.
The tram wires crackle above you, as if charged with new energy.
Well, I'm glad you survived.
Your conceptual friend there. Odd look on its face. Like it was going home.
Well, I guess that's better than the alternative.
Speaking of which, I assume the driver's also spiritually discontinued? One of us better locate the braking system.
Glad you made it, Xylozine.
Thank you, Cascade. If I had to, pick 2 people on this tram to pull through, I would, you know, definitely be,
He loses conviction in his words and instead motions awkwardly between the two of you.
I appreciate it. Oh, thank God. Thank God someone besides me survived. God, I feel bad for Kaleidoscope, but well, he's the one who left how he wanted to go, arguably, so I guess that's that. And my double, well, that's Pseudopod was there were layers there, so maybe this was the best option. I'm glad that Holocene is fine, because at least someone survived. This could have gone worse. This could have gone worse. So, I think we did okay.
You return to look out over Portofino.
Wait to arrive at the station, I guess.
You hear the first horns and yells of city traffic. A faint smell of petrol arrives on the breeze.
We done did it. We did it, Patrick. We saved the city.
One more phone. One more voice.
Oh, I finally lost the sweeping madness. It took like 1,000,000 years. Well, at least Holocene has the silo to go back to, so he'll be safe there. Also, come on, this place is not small enough that 2 people can, like, be inside.
Please tell me you have good news.
I'm alive, does that count?
Maybe. It's a start. The first reports made it to Novassa 20 minutes ago. Some very spooky stuff appears to be going down in Portofino. I'm getting descriptions of an aerotram full of insensate husks, neither alive nor dead. Their minds obliterated by some unknown phenomena. Among them, the 100-eyed golem himself. What is going on?
Listen, this whole assignment has been a disaster front to back. I feel like that defines a lot of it. Espionage, Mel? Well, I also made it up as I went along, to be fair. Let's say that I made it up as I went along.
The words that come to mind are psycho-spiritual atrocity.
Okay, fine, things could have gone a little better.
At least you made it out, in the end. But that still leaves the object of your assignment, the Grand Lich. Did we pull it off?
We're good. The Grand Lich is at the bottom of the Noscorentes.
Good. That's good news for the big board.
You can feel the tension going out of her shoulders. Her diaphragm slackening as she straightens in her chair.
And what of your squad? How did they carry themselves?
We lost 2.
Damn. Who did we lose?
Kaleidoscope?
Kaleidoscope. Lost.
The sound of a box being marked on a standard form. She's done this many times before. She'll say as little as possible. Treat it like a formality to get through the moment.
And pseudopod for a second time.
Pseudopod. Lost.
Another form.
What about Holocene? Is he alright? Has he made it safely to cover?
Injured, but he'll leave.
Right. That's good to hear. As soon as we're able, we'll get them out.
I have to trust. You know, I have a feeling they'll manage okay. It is Holocene. I have to believe in Holocene.
Not a complete disaster then. Still, 2 unmarked stars. It'll be a long night at the Hyacinth Bar. I suppose we can mark this assignment complete. But fuck, what a cost.
At least we completed the assignment.
Yes, I suppose that's why we're all here. Still, rings a bit false in the ear just now.
I mean, Holocene is right there.
I suppose that just leaves the final ranking.
Hold on, what's this final ranking?
Yes, there's a new system we're supposed to use. The Z-scale.
Why am I only now hearing about this?
It's a new initiative. Supposedly a more objective way to rate operants' performance in theater.
Well, that's kind of bullshit, but okay.
Ice crystals fractal in your veins.
What happens if I get a bad rank?
I suppose you could use it as a chance to reflect on your many choices. Maybe even change how you approach your work and relationships. Or you could just complain about the rank.
Ah, yes, return the game and go complain on Reddit. The classic. Then again, I can't do that because I didn't pay for the game, so... Might as well. Okay, man, let's do the final ranking.
Your controller mumbles something to herself as she dutifully prepares the assessment form.
I'm assuming this is basically the way to convince you to replay the game. To be fair.
Our techno-fascist rivals appear to be undone for now. Many talk of secret treaties with Emter is surely scuttled. Instead of an end to the culture blockade, they've gotten a howling vacuum at the top of their hierarchy.
Sounds like we won. Does that mean we won?
I think it's safe to say we're not wearing the rubber gimp suit today.
Yay! Wait, but what if I wanted to wear the rubber gimp suit?
I suspect playing that red disc will also make the Lucians question if this wasn't simply the result of their own psychodramatic machination. From the vessel's vantage, this is a very satisfying outcome.
I have to tell you, Mel, I have no idea I was so good at espionage.
Neither did I. All the same, don't say that in front of anyone else.
You know how many people call me operant, like, to my face, in front of other people? Apparently, you can actually go on a date with that woman from Enter that tortures you, and she outright tells people that you're spies. Like, I think we're a little late on that one, Mel.
Still, no question who comes out on the top of the heap for today. Operant Probable himself would be forced to commence such a performance.
I was hoping we'd restart history, get the mill going again.
No. You and I are not world historical individuals. The youth have a point when they complain that nothing ever happened. There's just one thing I've been wondering. Did you know you were going to play the red disc when you went to such effort to reconstruct it?
I mean, the second Bagman told me that it would be like it was reconstructed. Like, yeah, actually, that seemed like the best option. Like, I didn't want to get into a gunfight. And by God, I didn't want to put in the bomb because I assumed the bomb would kill me as well, and that's not what I came here to do. So yeah, arguably, yeah, the second that I knew that I could reuse the red disc.
Right. Okay. Well, After all that, I suppose the only appropriate rank is V.
It's like she's handing you a trophy cup with the corpse of a small animal in it.
This was a team effort. This is your C2.
I suppose it is. We're both responsible for what you've done here.
What would you have done differently?
I don't know. It's possible that if our roles were reversed, I would have made exactly the same choices that you have.
False.
But then, I don't know. I don't think I'm that imaginative.
Can you just leave off the final ranking? I'm not sure I want the C now.
Too late for that. This C is going in your personnel file. But for now, you should get going. If you depart now, you'll make the Eastern Republics by nightfall.
What will happen to Constance?
She'll do exactly as a liminal class Essus is meant to. Erase all trace of the opera from your safe house, and then recede into the background.
Probably better than we part ways now.
It's a kindness, really.
One more relationship smothered with a pillow and buried in the courtyard.
Any news from Houseman?
Naturally, I continue not to know who you're talking about. Although, I did see a strange report from Capo Blanco. Seems a number of their low-orbit satellites have gone dark rather suddenly. You wouldn't know anything about that, right?
No idea, sounds glue related.
Never understood the appeal of solvents. Nasty stuff.
What about V? What's going to become of her?
V?
Ultravioleta?
Oh yes, her. I suppose she's doomed to an ordinarily extraordinary life.
She'll really hate that. Well, better than being turned into a metaphysical superweapon.
Depends on your perspective, I think. Anyway, she's on the party censor list, quite near the top in fact. So if you never hear her music, it'll be like she doesn't exist.
So that's it?
Hardly. Once you get back to Novesta, we'll have the standard quarantine, battery of debriefing, physical examinations, ideological decontamination, and so on.
The classic.
For now, best to lay low. Back to Novesta as soon as possible.
Hold on, before I lose you, is all forgiven?
Strange with the connection. The opera forgives.
Come on, honey. We'll take off running in our party shoes. The digital bird song of a signal jammer. When you want your target to know they're being disrupted. The illuminated empire awakens.
Great, the opera forgives. Make sure that it gets in the report. His delusions are messing with the signal. Nah, I'm going. See you soon, Mel.
No, I can't. Jamming. Probably. Expect reprisals. Beginning shortly. Best to, while you can.
The receiver buzzes warmly in your hand. In the wiry nerves of the city you just left, ideologies crash against one another like waves. Across the developed world and beyond, telephones begin to ring. In an underground office in Novesa, in a secret recording studio on the far side of the moon, in a glass and steel fortress in the most expensive part of the most expensive city in the world. Increasing chance of precipitation as a front of high pressure moves across the Nos Corrientes Sea. The temperature is 16 and falling.
Luck. Skill, Cascade. Now.
And that's it. That's game. Okay. I have opinions. Starting with the fact that they had a bunch of voice actresses that could have done the narrating, and I would have rather many of the other voice actresses do the narrating. I did not like the narrator. Like, it's not like it's a bad work. the work is fine. I find the voice grating, which is ironic considering people have found my voice grating all my life. So that's funny. That's ironic. I have issues. I have a lot of issues. Like, I've been thinking about it since I started it. Like, there's been thoughts. I've had problems in the moment where, like, I was just annoyed at the thing. So I'm trying to, like... I don't know, I'm trying to congeal my thoughts into something. Because I've said so many things that I, like, during the course of these that I feel apply. I guess... I guess the first thing that I'm gonna say is that I would probably be a lot more lenient on my opinion if this was anyone else. I have to admit a bias here, where like I would have 100% been more lenient about how the game is and plays and everything if this wasn't Zaum. Like, if you came to me with this game and you told me, oh, it's like this guy's first Disco Elysium like, and like they're trying to just imitate Disco Elysium. If that had been the situation, and like it was someone I didn't know shit about, I would be a lot more lenient, even if I was annoyed. Like, I would take it like, okay, it's the first time doing this. It's very impressive, considering that. I have issues with it, and the reality is that I don't like the management gameplay. Like, I hate managing 3 stats, and I don't like that you get penalized in the way that you do. I find that very annoying. But like, I find it annoying. I've seen people who like the system, so like, that's entirely like a matter of opinion. Like, entirely subjective. Like, that it's a me problem. I admit that it's a me problem. I don't like it, but it's a me problem. But visually is very, like, it's a beautiful looking game. Like, the art is incredible, it's beautiful. The story is not bad, but like, the problem with the... You know, I was gonna go on a rant, but like, I think one of the problems here, like one of the great issues here, is after all of the stuff that happened in Zaum, after everything, the fact that they went and advertised this game as from the creators of Disco Elysium inherently was the wrong choice. Because it's part of the reason why Zaum not so long announced that they were letting people off, because Zero Parades didn't sell that well. So, you know, they have to do some layoffs. The people at the top are probably gonna be fine, like they usually are, which we hate to see that. We hate to see that, but you know. So like, it was a mistake, not only because it wasn't true, because like the main writer wasn't there, like all of the people that made Disco Elysium really what it was, they weren't there. But also it screws you because like Disco has a very, very obvious and very consistent emotional core as a story. Like, it's a game about loss, where like everything that goes on through it is inherently touched by some kind of loss. Loss of love, loss of hope, loss of identity, loss of control. Like, loss is defining of Disco Elysium. Like, you don't know who you wake up not knowing who you are. You're looking for someone who killed a man. Turns out that the guy who did it is from like the side who lost on a war. Well, among other things. Like, I'm super simplifying the entire thing, but did they? Oh, there it is. Like, oh hey, it's a disc. Oh, so that's the image of us waiting in the train. I get it. So that's why that was. I was wondering. Anyway, I was in the middle of saying. Like, there's a very obvious emotional core in Disco about like loss and hope. Loss primarily, and hope as a coping from loss and as a way of getting out of the pain that one suffers from loss. Like, it kind of covers the entire thing. Zero Parades also seems to be trying to do that, but I don't feel it in the same way that Disco does. Disco is so consistent about making you feel that way. Like, there's always something that you're scratching at that you never get to it, emotionally speaking. Not in the sense that you're like not fulfilled by the things that happen, but rather that it's like in real life, in the sense of like you never fully get the full picture of everything because there's so many elements and there's always something that you're lacking. There's something that emotionally doesn't get healed, a memory that never goes away, an image that never leaves your mind. Like, it's that kind of sensation, if that makes sense. Zero Parade does not manage to do that. It doesn't manage to do any of the things that Disco did emotionally, that Disco did very good. And I feel part of it is that Herschel, people have said this before and I don't disagree, she inherited a lot of like stuff, like a lot of like traits from Harry, good old Harry Dubois, Ambrosius Cousteau. She inherited a lot of like his psychosis, I guess, which makes sense because like you're trying to make a similar protagonist, but like it doesn't work because like it's not the same situation. Like, there's a lot of things that just like, why would she have the exact same psychosis? Like, she's a spy, she has worked her entire life as a spy, it seems. She's a woman, like, her emotional issues and a lot of, like, her reactions to it should be different. She's too different to be like, oh, is that guy that I liked from the first game kind of vibe. But too similar to be like, oh, it's a completely different guy from a completely different game. You know, like it's too in the middle. It's not doing one or the other. It gets a little tiring. Like, there's a lot of stuff that is just kind of left in the air, like the stars thing. Like, you get some information about it, but like, there's no grand cosmology. At least not while I was, like, I checked a lot of stuff. I'm not sure if I saw every dialogue, probably didn't, considering this kind of game, but like, there was no grand, like, explanation of it like we had with the Pale. I thought the boars were gonna be more important, and the most that we did was, like, the most important thing that we saw was an old guy crying out, an old capitalist, an old neoliberal, hoping that the man that he loved, who is dead, is inside a boar that he's keeping as a pet, kind of. Which is... I have so many questions about whose idea that was, but that's beside the point. They're not getting in as much trouble as the person who screwed me with that sweeping madness thing. I hate that thing. Whoever designed that is a piece of shit. That's a little exaggerated, but also it annoys me. Like, I get -5 maybe? What do you mean -10? -10? You know what that does to a man? You know what that does. Jesus. I also feel bad because, like, they're probably one of the people who are getting laid off from Zaum on top of that, which that's... Well, now I feel bad, but, like, I really did not like that mechanic. That doesn't mean they deserve to get laid off, but... I said it before, it kind of Zaum's fault, more like the heads, the people who own the IP, really. The people who own the studio's fault. But yeah, no, like I said before, if this was someone's first Disco Elysium, like, if this was someone's first attempt at it, I'd probably be a lot more lenient. My bias wouldn't exist. Like, I would still find a little bit annoying, and I would still have questions on, like, is this genuine? Like, is this a genuine critique, or is this, like, just there for shock value? And if it's there for shock value, why are you doing that shock value? Like, what am I supposed to get out of that? Like, what are the layers here of the story that you're trying to tell me? And I would still find the fact that it's very edgy in a sarcastic kind of way. Like, the sarcasm is, I think, part of the thing that ruins it. Like, it cannot be vulnerable and genuine in the way that Disco was. And I don't know if that's a writer's issue, if, like, they just didn't know how to come out with a story and writing that convey that. I don't know if that's the issue, or if it was just a thing that was told them that they had to do. Like, we can't, like, after what we did that is very public and people know about it, and there's like a bunch of YouTube essays and documentaries on it, we can't actually be vulnerable and honest about, like, the politics side of stuff. Like, there's a lot of, like, just that kind of sarcastic insincerity, like everybody's irony peeled in a way that Disco wasn't. And I think that ruins the entire vibe. Like, if there was an attempt, a genuine attempt at, like, an emotional core, I feel like the irony peeled nature of the writing kind of just completely destroys any attempt at creating it. Like, it's counterproductive to what it's trying to build. That's it. That's the reality of anything, really, that is irony peeled. Like, you cannot create an emotional core if you're not willing to be vulnerable and if you're not willing to be genuine. So, writing that has a lot of that irony peeled element to it, a lot of that sarcasm. Like, it's not that you cannot have it, but there's a limit to how much you can have, and the second that you cross that limit, any attempt at an emotional core just kind of goes to shit. Like, it doesn't work anymore. Because you're not being honest. You're not extending your hand. Like, I've used that example before, but, like, if you're a good reader, a person who sits down and actually wants to engage with the work, understands that you have to meet the work halfway. You cannot expect the work to just, give you the hand. You have to meet it halfway. You have to grab the hand that is offered, but you cannot expect them to stretch so far that you don't do any of the effort. A lot of playing this game felt like me doing the effort of stretching my hand to get to the hand on the other side. And every time that I tried to reach it, like, I managed to touch a little bit and then it just pulls away from me on purpose. Not because I'm not trying to grab it, but because, like, it just cannot stop itself from pulling away. It does not allow itself to be vulnerable enough for me to care. And the couple of good lines on it are, like, I feel a little bit hidden away by like circumstance. Like that last year, the year 0 line, it's beautiful, it's terrible, it's the most painful thing that you could ever tell me, a person in their 30s who, yeah, lives a life like that. It can't go on like this, and yet it keeps on going. It is inherently, like, I'm paraphrasing now, but it is inherently one of the most terrible things. Like, it conveys something that is so terrible in like 2 lines. It's incredible. But like, you never get that if you don't put on the year 0. If you don't grab that, and specifically grab that at some point, which I almost didn't do because I didn't realize I was gonna get into like an entire scene after killing a guy. I thought I was gonna have some more time to do that if there was even anything left for me to do, which I assume, because what do you mean? I haven't used my red disc yet. I haven't gotten in the tram yet. I know there's a scene in the tram. People have told me about it. But yeah, like, Zero Parades just screws itself narratively in that sense. Like, it just doesn't risk itself to be vulnerable, and that just it just kind of destroys any attempt at building an emotional core, I feel. I have other minor issues. Like, I still don't think that Dr. Gonza is funny. Some people find him funny as a misogynistic caricature. I hate it. I feel maybe if he tried to commit suicide in front of you at your second meeting of the guy, that would be one thing, because then you already like kind of have like an idea of what the guy is like, and it's like, oh god, Dr. Gonza is trying to kill himself again, and being really sexual about it. But like, when that's the first thing that you see him doing, it's just kind of like, bro, what the fuck? I just came into your place for help. Can you calm the fuck down? Why do you have to remind me of half the men I've met in my life? And to be fair, I suppose if you're a man, it's a lot funnier. I say that as a man, but also I've spent like 20 years of my life being a woman, so I know what that is like. I've been there, I know that experience, and I'm sure it's probably a lot more annoying to women who are a little more used to men who are cartoonishly misogynistic in real life. I also still don't like the Ramses scene. Like, even sitting down with it and like decoding what it, like, how I'm supposed to take it, I still don't like it. I think there were better ways to like portray the position he's in. Maybe slightly less humiliating. Like, I don't know, I just don't like it. Like, maybe if it was slightly different, it would have worked for me, but like, it just didn't. And like that, there's small things that are larger things, but like, I have issues with it. I just don't think it's... First of all, I don't think it's as good as Disco. Clean. It's just not as good. I also don't like, I need to play some more of the CRPGs that have come out. Like, I have Esoteric Ebb. I'm going to play it eventually. Like, I don't know if it'll be better than that, or what was the other one that was gonna come out that is also a detective story? Glass Houses, I think that's the name? I will need to check. The Vampire the Masquerade one, there's gonna be a CRPG game like that too. Like, I'm probably gonna play that when it comes out. Because I like this kind of game, first of all. And second, I appreciate the way that it goes through a story. Like, I appreciate this kind of gameplay, even when it specifically the Zero Parades ones annoys me in comparison to Disco's. I found more manageable the Disco one, but that's a me problem also. But like, I don't know if it's better than some of the other CRPGs that have come out lately because I haven't played them. So that's, I can't even make that comparison. But like the genre, it's probably gonna, like the things that are gonna affect the genre for the most part is always gonna be Disco and whatever comes after it. And I feel like Zero Parade is, you know, is there because it was also made by Sound. Even if it wasn't really made by Sound, we've gone through that before. So, going back to the point that I was making, the reality is that I would be less biased if this was made by a nobody team that nobody knew. It wasn't Sound, completely unrelated, and it's just like, oh yeah, they're trying to imitate like Disco as much as possible. I would have been very lenient, as much as it annoys me. Because if it's Baby's first attempt, I accept Baby's first attempt. I'm actually very nice about Baby's first attempt because I've been Baby who did their first attempt at some point. I have been there. So if I had to give like a point, like if we have to do a point system, which like the game wanted to rank me in the end, but might as well if the game ranked me, I feel like I have a right to rank it. If this was Baby's first attempt at a Disco, like I probably would give it like a 7.5. Like I have my issues, but a decent amount of them are subjective, and I do find the fact that it has like an emotional core that if it exists again, it gets screwed by its own writing. But like that's something that you can fix, like on the next game that you make. Like you can learn from that mistake and understand that if you come off as an ironic piece of shit a lot of the time in your narration, I'm gonna stop taking you seriously at some point, and I'm just gonna be like, well, yeah, okay, sure, honey. Whatever you say. Also, if they could have relaxed with this whole statehood thing, like, listening to statehood is basically just listening to the, God, what was it called? The guy at the, now I don't remember his name. The guy at the end of the Disco, the one that actually killed the corpse that you went to investigate. You know, the murder victim that you went to investigate, that guy. Like, it's basically that, but the entire game. I'm like, come on, bro. Come on. You have it for a couple of hours. Well, not even a couple of hours, for like an hour, maybe, during that stretch of time at the end. But, like, you don't... All the game with that shit. Now, taking that out of the equation... If this had been made by Sound, by actual Sound, with the original team, the original people who made Disco, I would have a lot of questions. And not good questions, like did you have like a family member who died? Like, did something happen during production? Like, what was wrong? Because sometimes, you know, you're having an author's block, like you're having a writer's block, like shit is not working out, and that can happen, and your writing can go completely to shit when that happens. So like, I would be a lot less lenient, but I would come with like a question of like, was this because like there were issues in production, like? Weren't they not able to pay an editor or something? Like, what happened there? So like it would be even lower, like point wise, than like Baby's first Disco. Like it would probably be like a 6.5. Because like I feel like there was a kind of the evolution of the work. Like, it's not better than Disco, and it's not equally as good as Disco, so I can only assume that there were problems in production, and that's why the game comes out like that, because usually that's what happens when there's issues in production. The game just doesn't measure. Like, that's what usually happens. As it is, being made the way it was made, being advertised the way that it did, you know, insincerely by the creators of Disco Elysium, which is not true. Again, you have some of the people who work on it, but like the main heads of it, the main brains of the operation, as far as like the creative side goes, are all gone. Like I can't even give it like a point. Like, I don't think it deserves it. Like, it's not terrible, it's not awful. When it's good, it's good. I would say it's okay for the most part. And then when it's bad, it's just painfully mediocre to me. Like, annoyingly mediocre, even. It's fine, but it's not a good kind of fine. It's a fine that kind of makes me upset that it's fine. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be terrible or unplayable or anything. And I wasn't expecting it to be perfect, because first of all, nothing is, and second, of course it wasn't gonna be perfect. Jesus. After everything, of course. But at the end of the day, it's just kinda there. It's fine. It's okay at times. It has some good moments. And then there are moments where it is mediocre, if not annoying. Personally speaking. Like, you don't have to agree. But it's just kinda there. It just exists. And it's there. Like, it's fine. But I don't particularly feel anything about it. I think that's the most scathing review I can give it. Like, at the end, I don't feel anything about it. Even bad games, I get annoyed. Because, like, you know, it's bad, the gameplay is terrible, or the story just pisses me off, or like, there's something. Zero Parades, once the annoyance has disappeared, once the initial upset might have disappeared from like a specific writing that pisses me off, once everything is gone and I can sit down with it, I feel nothing. The emotion does not retain. I do not retain that anger. I do not retain my annoyance. I just feel like, okay. And like, that doesn't happen to me with other video games. Some other stuff, like, I can still remember the thing that made me annoyed. Like, I forget like 90% of the game, and I will remember that specific point in the game that made me so pissed off. I just couldn't stop thinking about it for a week. I had to go to Reddit to write a scathing review, except I don't use Reddit, so that never happened. But, you know, metaphorically speaking. So, like, yeah, I think Zero Parades commits the worst sin of any video game, or like any piece of media, if anything. As far as like normal piece of media, quote unquote normal pieces of media go, like, it's not propaganda, it's not whatever, like, the worst thing I feel is being forgettable, being boring. That's it. By being what I would argue just fine, with some good parts and some mediocrity, it becomes something that doesn't do anything. It becomes nothing. Like, people are gonna be thinking about Disco Elysium in 20 years. Maybe some of the other CRPGs that I have yet to play, people will be still thinking about them because, like, they did something very interesting. But I don't think that's gonna happen with Zero Parades. I think Zero Parade is gonna be one of those ships that pass through the night. It's gonna pass by, some people are gonna look at it, and then you're not gonna think about it ever again. Like, there's nothing that profound about it. Again, that emotional core, whether it was intended or not, disappears no matter what when you cannot be genuine and vulnerable about what you're writing and about what you're creating. That's what made Disco what it is. It was a passion, like it was a passion project. It was something made with emotion behind it, with like a genuinely held emotion. Is the loss, is the hope, is the love. Like, it's like you try, when you're a writer, and this is more personal, you kind of have to transfer a little bit of yourself into the writing. You have to like scratch yourself open and bleed a little bit, because you need to use that to connect to the person who's reading you. That's the only way you connect with others when you do art. You have to be vulnerable. And Zero Parades doesn't try to be. At least I don't feel like it's trying to be. Disco kicks you in the balls several times by being vulnerable. Purposefully. It puts you on the spot emotionally by being in and of itself vulnerable. Zero Parades doesn't do that. Like, it doesn't really. At least, not what I experienced of it. There's probably a lot of things I haven't seen and dialogue that I haven't read, but like, I don't know if I need to see more of it. Like, maybe I'll do a playthrough of it on my own time, cheating my skills so I can like bypass every single check that I didn't, that I might want to bypass, but like, I don't think I would choose to do things differently. Like, I don't see what's the point of risking Carolina's and Ramsey's lives, or risking Yana's. Well, if I do that, I have to give up killing the guy that I was assigned to kill, because Dante is clearly the Lich. And like, it seems to me that I don't remember who it was, but I think it was like, might have been in the Steam page or something like that, actually. Like, there was this thing of like, you can be a good spy or a good person, you cannot be both. And like, I suppose it's an excuse to like force you to replay the game, to give it a certain sense of replayability, but like, just giving you like a couple of ways you can kill the Lich, whether or not you actually kill the right guy, etc, etc, etc. Like, I don't know, I don't care, because like, ultimately, was there a point on either one? Was there a point on me being a good person or being a good spy? Like, arguably, Herschel, the character, should want to be a good spy. Otherwise, she wouldn't have come here. She would have said, well, get me out of here the second that she found Pseudopod dead. Like, what's the point there? Like, I don't understand what's the idea there. Like, I don't think there's a point of doing things differently. The guy that you had to kill is dead. You're back in the job, technically. You're going back home. And you're probably gonna lose a couple of people no matter what you do. Like, here, I lost two people who, one wanted to go, and the other one, it was probably better that they left. And like, in any other version of it, like if I exploded the car, if I explained the tram, I probably would have died with everyone else. So like, I would lose everyone. And if I got into a shootout, well, I don't know, I probably would have also gotten someone killed considering my gun was taken from me. Never mind the fact that there would have been witnesses and shit. Like, none of it would have gone well. So, like, I probably chose the more spy correct way of doing it. Like, why would I choose anything else if I had that choice available to me? Like, there's meaning in the fact that, in Disco, you spend, like, a lot of your choices about, like, how to handle stuff have more to do with, like, which political alignment you go for than, like, how to really, like, there aren't a lot of ways of resolving your issues, and a lot of your choice selection really depends on your, like, political choices. Because it's about that quest of identity and, like, what Harry is using to cope. Like, it comes from that kind of place. It's a lot more, I don't know, easy to emotionally connect with that. With, like, Herschel, it's just like, yeah, it's your job. You're supposed to do your job. On, please. You have a job to do, please. Like, I don't know. Like, it just doesn't work for me. Zero Parades doesn't work for me. I guess, long story short, clean everything else. It's fine. It doesn't work for me. I don't think it's particularly good. Just go play Disco. Just go play Disco. Just do yourself a favor. Go play Disco. You can get it for free on the Internet Archive, and that's what the people who should own the IP would prefer. By all intents and purposes. Like, Zero Parades, you're kinda there. Like, it won't be remembered as anything more than, I assume, the game that Saum came out with before the studio eventually closed, considering the news that they gave up the other week about having to lay off a bunch of employees. If they put out another game, it's gonna be that and then they're gonna close. Like, it's gonna be some kind of weird pump and dump scheme. Get as much as they can out of it. And then it's gonna disappear, and it's... well... it's the video game industry, so it's like that. But yeah, I'm still kind of glad that I played through this, much as I didn't like it. Like, we got through it. It wasn't that good, but we got through it. I can form an informed opinion about the thing now. That's great. My informed opinion. Don't waste your time. You could be playing Disco if you wanted a CRPG, or like play another CRPG that is unrelated. Again, has Esoteric Ebb is there. I'm going to play it. It's supposedly very good. I think it's called Glass Houses. It hasn't come out yet. There's also that one. Apart, like, it looks very good, and it's also kind of like a murder mystery story, from what I read. There are other games, and like, support indie creators and don't allow them to get screwed by people with more money. That's important. I think that's everything. Actually, I think one of the studios founded by people who left Saum, or were kicked out rather, currently has a Kickstarter. We need to check. I don't remember, but I think one of them actually have like a Kickstarter for a game. I wish I had looked that up before today. But anyway, I've been talking for like easily half an hour, at least 20 minutes, just giving my completely idiotic opinions. Never listen to me, I'm dumb. And we only have 10 minutes left of the stream, so might as well just finish. We'll finish a little early today. There's nothing else for us to see here. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here. Tomorrow we're doing something else, and then I'm gonna take a week off, and then the next week we're gonna start 2 new games. I might actually start Esoteric Eve next week. I'm gonna have to think about it because there were other games that I wanted to play, but to be honest, I would actually really like to play that. But yeah, next week I'm not gonna be streaming. I need my time to finish a bunch of stuff that I'm behind on. Like I'm really stressed and I need that. So I'll try to make up for a lot of like what I've not been like in the right space of mind to do in a week. So wish me luck with that, okay? I'll try not to die. But yeah, I'm still streaming tomorrow. Like we're gonna do whatever. And yeah, we might start Esoteric Eve next week. We might start something else. I don't know. I have a lot of games to actually get through. But yeah, this I guess the best way to put this is, it might not have been a necessary experience, but it was an experience that I had, and I have opinions about it. But you know, could have been much worse, could have been much better, could be in a completely different timeline where things just were, you know, different and better in a hilarious amount of ways. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that I forced myself to go through the experience, to actually learn what this was about and have an informed opinion about it, because that's the adult thing to do. So let's hope that the next CRPG that I play is actually good. Again, I heard Esoteric Eve is pretty good. I'm sure it'll be fine. This is just a thing that happened, I guess. This happened. But anyway, again, thank you for being here. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow for something else. Seriously though, just go play Disco. You can get it on the Internet Archive. Just play Disco. It's good. It's funny. It will emotionally damage you several times if you're delicate like me. It's good. It's good. It's one of the best games I've ever played. It's good. Anyway, have a good rest of your day. Bye everyone.